Is this what ties us into that?
No, that ties us into the PA, but I don't know what Brad did with our so for the youth night, this would plug in, and I can pipe his microphone, the PA announcement. So that microphone is now off, shut off, as we override it. Which means we're tied into it. So, hey, we're live.
Okay.
Live out here at Ed Kalin Field. All right, I'm going to test commercial break. We're about 13 minutes from game time, and it's youth night at Ed Kalin Field. Matt Morris alongside of Chris Caney bringing you the North Decatur versus Shenandoah Friday Night Lights football game. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
Hello, this is Ty Fleetwood, sales manager at Fleetwood Chevrolet Buick, located at 950 North Michigan, Greensburg, Indiana. I want to invite you to visit us at Fleetwood Chevrolet Buick. We are here to help you with all your new or pre-owned purchases, as well as all your service and parts needs. We have Greensburg's only drive-in service lane and home of the free oil changes for life with the purchase of a new vehicle. That's right, it's free with Fleetwood. Stop in, from sales to service to parts, to see what's new and give us an opportunity to earn your business. As always, thank you for shopping at Fleetwood Chevrolet Buick, 950 North Michigan, Greensburg, Indiana.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto, treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Superstore.
This is Michelle Gauk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. At Batesville Chrysler, we've been putting families into reliable cars since 1984. And when it comes to buying a dependable car, who you buy from really does matter. So visit us at Batesville Chrysler. We'll be there for you before and after the sale. We work to prove that you can buy a car anywhere, but at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is the difference.
Make this the summer event with a visit to Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. You're invited in to see the all-new, redesigned 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee, the new 2022 Jeep Gladiator Rubicons, plus new 2022 Ram pickups, all at Acres. During the Make This the Summer event, see Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Ron Gardner, Kevin Miller, North Lincoln in Greensburg.
All right, welcome to live coverage from North Decatur High School. Ed Kalin Field here tonight, 10 minutes before kickoff, and a crowd was already pretty well gathered, Chris, by the time I walked up here about 6:15. So the beautiful weather outside tonight. The press box windows are flown open. Shenandoah Raiders have come to town, and we expect a very good football game between a 3-0, our 3-0 Chargers and the Shenandoah, who's sitting at 2-1, I believe, Chris. And it's a team that's going to run the football. We'll introduce, we'll talk a little bit here about Shenandoah and this schedule and what the Chargers have done thus far. Shenandoah plays in Class 2A. They're under their second year with Jake Stillwell. Jake Stillwell's second season here. He got thrust into the head coach's position last year, like in the month of July, so not much time really to establish his program, and they had a rocky start last year. But this year they're off to a decent start. They are 1-2. They lose to a 2A Elwood, and then lose to a 2A Heritage Christian. I'm sorry, they won versus Elwood, lose to Heritage Christian and LaPel. LaPel, a team that we're going to see next week, Chris, and that was a close game. They lose by 12 points at LaPel. Sagarin ratings have North Decatur pretty high this week, Chris. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yeah, I did. Got the Chargers ranked up as fifth. Is that right?
And the Sagarin ratings were second in the state, just behind Indy Lutheran in Class A. Coaches poll and the AP poll have us at 6 apiece.
Okay.
So we did the big win up at Monroe Central on the road last year obviously paid off and took notice in the state. And the Chargers on a roll here. And I don't want to put the broadcasting hex on these boys by any means, but they've done a whale of a job defensively. no scores against this defense all year long.
Yeah, they really have, Matt. You know, they play a very, very quick, force it. They want to force you as a defense to do what they want you to do on the offensive side of the football. And they play a really, really, really fast-paced defense and stout, to be honest with you. They've had some really good line play on the defensive line from Jake Kinker and Owen Wiseman, and out on the ends, Carson Palmer and Brad Krieger, and there's been other sub in there too as well. And then James Evans has been just solid, just very solid this year at his linebacker position, and the secondary's been, it's led by Reed Messer back there at safety. You got Caden Muckerhide back there as well, and a couple corners, Evan Howe that's had a lot of experience, and Jack Caney that's in his first year out at corner, but he is a junior. So there's a lot of experience on the North Decatur defense, and year in and year out, Coach Dan Kinker and Coach Stern always have a good defense, and this year is no exception. Probably one of the best they've had in quite a while. So we're going to do the national anthem here real quick, and we'll take a commercial break while we're doing that.
I'll just leave it here.
All right, leave it here. All right.
All right, that's the Charger Pep Band under the direction of Reed Ulrey playing the Star Spangled Banner, and that means we're getting close to football, Chris Caney. The Raiders have come to town, and the Raiders are no slouch whatsoever. Chris, they're going to bring this wing T formation to us, and they boast 19 returning starters on the bus with them here tonight, and a senior-laden football team that's big and fast. Now, they do run the wing T. So, Chris, thoughts on the wing T versus our speed on defense?
Well, the wing T is obviously a lot of it can be it's very versatile. It can be inside run. It can be outside run. If you've got a couple guys that can really handle the outside corner, it can be tough to defend. It's a lot of misdirection. They're going to try to hide the ball down there and not see, not let the defense see who they're giving the ball to. So it can create problems. And in the same scenario as well, too, though, is, I talked to a couple guys on the team, and they said that it's about maybe 60-40, 65-35, rush versus pass.
Yep.
So they've got a bigger offensive line. They're going to try to run the ball a little bit. They're not going to throw it quite as much as what you'll see North Decatur throw it. But to be honest with you, Matt, just the way we feel, the way we come from our safeties – and secondary positions and everything like that to support the run, I honestly think it's going to be tough sledding for Shenandoah tonight. That's just an early prediction. So,
yeah, they're going to have to be on their game, obviously, and they've got quick kids at receiver and a senior quarterback who's got plenty of experience under his belt, and he can sling the ball and he can do it with his feet too. So it's going to be important for the Charger defense to keep tabs on him, especially if he gets flushed off the spot. We saw that at Monroe Central when Krieger would provide a lot of pressure and flush that quick kid off his spot, and it caused problems, but really more so for us because trying to track him down now at that point in space with the wheels that he had. So
right,
defense got their work cut out for him.
Yeah, he is a good scrambler. So if he gets loose and starts to, get out in open field, he's going to be a hard guy to tackle. So again, very. This is a team that. lot of experience out there, probably just as much, if not more, maybe experience than what North Decatur has, and North Decatur has a lot of experience. So it should be a good football game tonight. We expect a much tighter game than what we've had the first 3 games here with North Decatur. But at the same time, you never know. North Decatur surprised us a few times here too. So it'll be interesting to see as Shenandoah is making their way out to the field right now, and North Decatur coming in as well. So we're going to get this thing going here very shortly.
Both teams approaching the game field, and there's a buzz in the air. And I tell you, after being a 3-0 start here with these Chargers, as they take the field and you hear cowbells start to rattle, North Decatur wearing their reds on blues tonight. This is going to be a fun atmosphere tonight for sure, Chris. The weather's beautiful. Teams are stoked, and it's going to be a fun night of football. We got about 2 minutes left before the kickoff here. We'll take a quick break. Hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back to bring you the opening kickoff from Ed Kalin Field. You're listening to Charger Football.
Make this the summer event with a visit to Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. You're invited in to see the all-new, redesigned 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee, the new 2022 Jeep Gladiator Rubicons, plus new 2022 Ram pickups, all at Acres. During the Make This the Summer event, see Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Ron Gardner, Kevin Milburn, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensboro.
All right, so the captains are meeting at midfield with the officiating crew. Got some of the spectators down here messing with the wiring, so if this goes out of touch, it's on them. It's probably that Randy Odell down there.
You just never know.
You never know with that guy. All right, Chris, what are the keys to the games here for this Charger football team?
I think the keys to the game for North Decatur, just real quick, is stop the run. Stop the run and stop the quarterback scramble on defense. And I think the keys to our offense here is just do what we do. So far this year, anything that you try to key up with them or say anything about it, and they're just so flexible, so versatile that, they can run, they can pass, they can scramble. They got a really good quarterback in Palmer that was very, very accurate last week up at Monroe Central, and they got a stud running back in Messer, and they got a good offensive line. So, I think for the keys on our offensive end tonight, Matt, is just to do what we do best and make them stop us.
All right, I missed the signal. The indication both teams have left the midfield conference. Shenandoah will receive the football, and they're over there bouncing in their huddle. They seem stoked, ready to go. We'll see how well they travel here and how well we defend the existing shutout on Ed Kalin Field, Chris. This was an interesting stat. So, again, not to put the broadcasting hex on anybody, but
But you are? Is that what you're saying?
Once you say it twice, you're doomed, aren't you?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just glad you said it and not me.
We won't say it, but
this is taped, right?
This is taped.
Yes, very good. Because
I
haven't said it once yet.
I noticed you just tugged on my cord, though. Is that to yank the headset away from my mouth?
No, I thought I was tugging on mine. You can say it again. You'll be the one that'll get the.
I'm not going to say it.
You'll be the one to get the call from Coach Stern, not me. So
not going to say it. We just got to keep rolling the way we've been playing, and defensively seems to be the heart, the pulse of this entire organization. So we'll see how this plays out. We're going to start on defense, and we'll get a good look at it. Aiden Odell's going to put his foot into the ball. Facing into the sun, he's kicking due west.
And a packed crowd here tonight on the North Decatur side. As Matt mentioned earlier, it is youth night here tonight. That always draws several people, but a lot of people that have come out to see this Charger football team play have heard the hype, so we're ready to go.
This one's underway, and that ball is driven deep down inside the 10-yard line at the 8, and that had some air under it and good coverage, and there's James Evans to clean him up. Mason Morris was at his legs, and Evans knocked him down, and that fires this crowd up to start this thing off. What great coverage. They start this thing on the 20-yard line after a 12-yard return.
Yeah, good job there by Morris and Evans to get down the field. And I'll be honest with you, it seems like on almost every kickoff we call James Evans' name.
No kidding.
That kid has got a knack to run down the field and tackle in open field like that, and didn't leave us down tonight here now, too, as the Charger defense struts out onto the field, and they're ready to roll in some really good-looking uniforms here tonight, Matt.
Red jerseys on blue pants. The gives to the back over on the left-hand side. He squeaks through the second level, and he's going to be clobbered down there by Josh Evans, flowing from the backside, I believe. Yeah, but that was a big gain. That was 7 yards on first down.
Yeah, and that's not what we're accustomed to there. Is they just went straight off between guard and tackle over there, and running back over there found a little seam and pushed forward for about a 7-yard gain right off the bat. So Chargers here got to stiffen up a little bit, and they'll make adjustments.
All right, we see that double wing T. The give is to the tailback. Over on the other side, he's driving left. He's going to be mowed down by the right side of that defensive line. And help me call numbers, Chris, because there's a bunch of them. 64's in there, Kinker's in there, and Josh Evans as well from his linebacker spot.
I think the whole right side of the defense was over there. I seen Evans was over there, both Evans boys. Jake Kinker come off that pile. Caney come off that pile. So they know what's in front of them here tonight, and they just got to perform. So it's not going to be anything crazy out of the realm here by Shenandoah. They do what they do best.
All right, it's third down. Brookbank under center. Little fella, you can hardly see him behind that big center. Pitches it back to his wing back, and he runs into his own man. That slows him down enough for Palmer to get him for a loss. That's a tackle for a loss and going to be an inevitable punt on first down for Shenandoah.
Well, let me tell you there, Carson Palmer made that tackle, but Cooper Palmer made that play. He stuck his butt out there and did not allow them to get outside. And he didn't make the tackle, but that's how you play end over there. And he's playing our Charger position. Did a whale of a job there. That kid had nowhere to go. And credit the pursuit on the backside. They just stuffed him. Good job there.
Boy, whoever decided to wear white jerseys with yellow numbers on them, that should be outlawed because it is hard. In cross midfield, about the 45, angling out of bounds, dribbles out at near out at the 37-yard line. North Decatur is going to have their first possession from there. It's about 9 minutes and 53 seconds left in the H&R Block first quarter. And now the offense takes the field. We'll keep it here, Chris. It's going to happen fast.
Yeah, there won't be much lag time here. As Chargers are already in an offensive huddle out on the field, and the Shenandoah defense is already lined up in front of the football. So it looks like we're going to go pretty quick here tonight. North Decatur defense gave up a little bit of the run there on first down, 7 yards. But after that, it was back to the same old tricks of just stuffing them right at the line and even losing yards. Now North Decatur comes out, looks to put some points on the board, Matt.
Come out quick, spread offense. Ooh, interesting. 5 receivers all shuffle around, and now we're in an I formation with a tight end on the right-hand side. Slot to left is Howell and another. Palmer moved to under center with James and Messer behind him. The give is to Messer, left-hand side. Off tackle, he piles ahead, and he finishes the run hard. Picks up about 2 yards on first down.
Yep, and a good run there, just straight ahead. Some good blocking up front, but little stout there, too. You can tell a little bit there. Shenandoah's got a big old boy down there, looks like number 72, and he's going to be hard to move, folks. He's pretty thick, and let me tell you, it might be a little tough sledding inside for the get-go, or from the get-start here.
Definitely have some size in that interior line. Those two defensive tackles run 200-plus apiece. I'll look that up here in a second. Palmer back. Secondary across the first down stick, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards on second down for move the chains.
Yeah, just one heck of a cut there at about 3 yards past the line of scrimmage there as Messer stuck his foot in the ground, drove straight ahead, and then engaged the tackler right at the first down sticks and fell forward for the first down here. So North Decatur, 2 plays, a first down. They're ready to roll here already.
Break the huddle with Morris and Messer in the slot on the left, and Caney or Muckerhine, single receiver to the top. James Evans is standing beside Palmer in the gun. Palmer barks the cadence, gives to James. James over the right-hand side. He's got daylight into the second level now. The linebackers chase him down about the 45, 44-yard line. They're going to mark it down at the 45. Pickup of 6 on first down.
Yeah, so again, just a nice play right off tackle over there. Good blocking by the offensive lineman there for North Decatur, and James was able to get forward. He runs hard anyway, so you know he's going to be leaning forward towards the sticks anyhow. So nice gain on first down, sets you up here where now you've got plenty of options on second down in your playbook.
Now Muckerhide and Messer slot to the top, Morris split to the left. We got James Evans standing beside Palmer in the gun formation. In motion is Muckerhide, right to left. Back to Parmer. Parmer throws down to Muckerhide on the out route, and boy, he put it on his front shoulder, and that was hard. It was good coverage by number 14 there to break that pass up. That's Jarrett Heilman, 6-foot junior, up against the Muckerhide, who's not 6 foot. And
it looked like a little bit of scouting there to me. It looked like Shenandoah had seen that play on film maybe before a little bit, and credit to their defense there is the young man out there. He played that. He couldn't have played that any better. Played it right to a tee.
Now we bring trips over here with Messer, Muckerhide, Morris. Evans doing the tailback duties here as we put Messer in the formation here quite a bit early. Got Hal to the top, 4-receiver set, pump fake. Up the middle to Messer. Mistimed a little bit. I don't think Messer was ready for that one to be on him that quick. Parmer fired a bullet incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
It'll be interesting to see here if they punt or if they go for it, Matt. We are on our side of the football, and Coach Stern is he's a very aggressive coach, but it looks like we are going to drop back into punt, but that don't mean we're going to punt.
Now pay attention here. We got 4 yards to go. 4th and 4. Ball's at the 45-yard line. The snap is to the up back, and here he goes. He's across the chains, and now he's free. He's got one to beat. It's the safety. He stiff arms him to the ground. He's going to take it 10-5. Touchdown, Reed Messer. You called it, Caney. You called it.
There's another Charger in the barn. A Heritage Automotive touchdown, and let me tell you, I could see the way they were setting up there. Just because we get in punt don't mean we're going to punt. Coach Stern is the best at diagramming plays for punt. Put 6 points on the board for the Chargers. Gets the barn with a little bit of action in it tonight, Matt.
This crowd is electric tonight. You can hear them. The windows are open. Aiden Odell now, and they have not seen the tape, Chris.
Now here comes the offense back on. You can count on that.
Well, we try to tell them every week we're going to hard count on the PAT. They're going to jump off sides, and then we're going to go for 2. Just like that, the offense trots back onto the field. Farmer gets the play from Stern, jogs it into the huddle. Boy,
and we got our heavy package in there, too, or our bull package, whatever you want to call it, where we got extra blockers in there.
I think they call it Bronco, Chris. Bull would be the wrong species. Definitely a Bronco package.
Well, it's true. Yeah. We are horses.
Yeah. That's Parmer and Evans, the up backs in the power I. And it's Carson that's just going to keep it himself behind his center. Kinker leads the way, and he scores. Just like that, North Decatur's up 8-0. 7:40 left in the H&R Block first quarter. We're going to take a quick break before this kickoff. You're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
Sports on WTRE being brought to you in part by Hamilton Tebby Law Office in downtown Greensburg and Decatur County Recycling. The 2022 Toxway Day is on September 10th from 8 to 1 at the Decatur County Fairgrounds. That's an opportunity to dispose of household hazardous waste for Decatur County residents. Questions? You can find out more online at DecaturCountyRecycling.com or call 812-663-0960.
All right, we're back with live coverage from Ed Kalin Field. It's Shenandoah versus North Decatur. North Decatur has jumped to a quick 8-0 lead. 7:40 left in the H&R Block first quarter. And just a methodical drive, Chris. Lots of runs, 2 incomplete pass mixed in there, but 6 plays in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, and I tell you, that'll be interesting to see how Shenandoah responds to that. You stop them, you get them on 4th down and 4, and then you let them run that fake pump play and go for a touchdown. And you come running over to the sideline. There's got to be a little deflated attitude over there. So Shenandoah's coaching staff now has got to get them pumped back up. They came out here fired up to play, and North Decatur takes it right to them.
Odell puts his foot in the ball. Another booming kick all the way down to the 10-yard line with a bunch of air. He receives it on the numbers on the right-hand side, returns it back across the middle, and he's slung down by Morris again at his feet. Where's James Evans? James Evans right beside Mason.
Yep, Morris again, though, 2 tackles, both on the kickoffs there. Morris does a good job and gets him down. Evans was tracking it down, but good job there by Morris. 2 tackles now for Morris on the kickoffs. North Decatur is going to pin them deep down there again as the ball is short of the 25-yard line here. So let the North Decatur defense eat now.
All right, this defense is fired up. This whole No, the fake the wing, but boy, it's hard to read that double wing. They do good. They do really well with the ball work there, keeping it disguised. That time, the carrier was, gosh, those numbers are impossible.
Well, I tell you, that's what we talked about at the beginning of the game in the pregame, Matt, was that is the advantage of the wing tee. You try to hide the football, and if you've got a quarterback back there that can really do his fakes well and hide that football, it can be a tough run offense to defend.
2nd and 4 from the 40, and the give is over to the double wing, off tackle over the left-hand side. There's Josh Evans again. Josh Evans is doing a phenomenal job scraping and filling the hole. That's got to be his 3rd tackle in 5 offensive plays.
Yeah, he's done a really nice job there. Again, he's just seeing that in there. Very smart football player, him and his brother both, and just seeing the ball, not going for the fake, playing what you're supposed to do, play your spot, no hero ball, just play your spot and make a tackle when it comes your way.
There's about a 3rd and 3.5 from the 40-yard line. He's going to keep it and boot right. He's got Cooper Palmer in his face. It's caught. Evans hits him low, and Reed Messer hits him high, but he's going to pick up the first down on that little bootleg.
Yeah, he came up there and he picked up the first down, but not without a little bit of penalty there because Reed Messer came up and lowered the boom on him and gave him a shot there. And Evans, Josh, had him around the ankles again, and old number 5 is going a little rickety off the field there as he took one right to the chest there, Matt.
He is slow moving off, and I don't know if he's hobbling a bit. We'll see if he comes back. That's
there's a pitch going outside. Now it's cut up. There's North Decatur defense right there. Good job. Well played over there by the right-hand side of the North Decatur defense.
Evan Fry's on the carry that time. Number 5 was the one that trotted off, right? That's Bob Ayers. Keep an eye on that senior. Bob Ayers led their team in rushing with 618 yards and 10 TDs last year, but they really distribute the football. 618 doesn't sound like much, but there's a 600-yard rusher, a 400, a 500, and a 350. Everybody has touches.
Yeah, I think they had close to 2,000 yards rushing last year, and obviously you can see that they've had one pass here tonight in as many offensive plays.
Brookbeck under center.
There's another one. There's another good job.
Gives again to Fries and a backside chase from Palmer. James Evans was in on the hit, as well as Owen Wiseman.
Owen Wiseman with good penetration there and a nice tackle as he was all over top of it. And then the herd came in to clear it up. We're here at Ed Kalen Field tonight where North Decatur already leads this 8-0. 4 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the first quarter. That's the H&R Block first quarter here tonight. Check us out for your business services, payroll, booking, bookkeeping, taxes, and advice. That's H&R Block.
Ayers back in the game now. Brookbank back to pass, looking to his right. He's got a man in the flat, throws it right over his head. Brought Fries out of the backfield, but that pass was nowhere close, and that's going to leave 3rd and 10 from their own 35, which will call the punting unit onto the field.
Well, and by no means is this game over or anything like that, but I can tell you right now, sitting up here, that North Decatur has overwhelmed Shenandoah to this point, especially on the defensive end. 1 first down in 2 drives. They're going to have to mix it up a little bit. I think North Decatur's feeling more and more like home in that wing tee.
Now they bump some men out into the trips formation, leave 3 men in the block for this punt. Interesting.
You got 2 guys back. He is really deep, too.
Yeah, he kicks it away. Back to receive is Muckerhide. Muckerhide's going to back away from it. And they're going to get good field position about the 21-yard line where that punt rolls dead for North Decatur's 2nd possession of the game. 4:26 left in the first quarter. 8-0 is the lead.
Yeah, North Decatur's come out here and done exactly what they wanted to do. They stopped them. 1 first down on the first 2 possessions for the Shenandoah Raiders. And North Decatur now is setting up with their 2nd set of downs here. And they already got an 8-0 lead.
Boy, Chris, I can't help but notice how electric it is out here tonight, and I don't know what it is, if everybody's just starting to get the bug or what, and it's feeding into this football team as they're playing with some authority here early. Put a man in motion, that's Josh. Pitches back to Messer. Messer over the right-hand side. He's got daylight. Now he's got the corner trying to drag him out of bounds, and he might have had the first down before he did. Nice gain on first down.
Yeah, I don't know whoever that safety was over there, but he went for a ride as Reedy put him on his shoulder and probably would still be carrying him if he wouldn't have run out of bounds. But big gain there on first down for the Chargers. They almost pick up 9 yards. called a long 8. Now North Decatur here again in business. And this is what North Decatur thrives at is they like to get this down in 2nd and short. It just opens up the playbook here for a good schemed offense anyway.
2nd 2, give to Messer, right off tackle. And he's going to pick up another 4. And a first down for the Chargers, move to 6.
So the train just keeps rolling. Again, Messer, he moves the pile forward there. Picks up about another 3 or 4 yards, easily gets the first down. Now North Decatur outside the 30, about at the 33-yard line, going to be 1st and 10. Palmer trots on the field with the new play.
Messer's already eclipsed 68 yards of rushing, and we've only played for 8 minutes here. It's a good start for this Charger offensive line. Now we bring out 3-receiver set. Messer, Evans in motion there. The fake to the tailback, which is Corbin Thackeray, and then up the middle is Messer off his hands behind the safety. It falls down to the ground at the 35-yard line of the Raiders, and that would have been 6.
Yeah, I think the Raider defender there just got a little bit of a hand either on the football to move it just a little bit or to get it up in Reed's vision. Nice pass there by Palmers. He put it where only Messer could catch it, and that was just inches away from being 14-0, Matt.
And that's a play that struck at Monroe Central, too. Not expecting Messer to be out there in the slot, and he just runs right up the seam. He's a hard body to cover. And now we're in the gun formation with Evans and Messer beside him. 1 receiver up to the top. The give is to Evans, trapping across.
So.
James piles forward. He's going to pick up the ball. Shenandoah acts as if that ball was loose. They're talking about it. And it is. That's a rare fumble for North Decatur and a turnover.
Well, and just how fast, that's how it goes, Matt. You know, North Decatur in full control of this football game, and one turnover like that, and all of a sudden, now you've got Shenandoah 1st and 10 at the North Decatur 35-yard line, heading in to possibly tie this game up or at least put some points on the board.
All right, now their 3rd possession now from the 35-yard line with 3:30 left in the first, trailing by 8. Shenandoah takes their time in the huddle, comes out. This is the deepest they've had it in North Decatur territory. Well, this defense has got to stiffen up. Brookbank under center with the double wing T. Takes his time on the count. Now we got a deep man in motion. The pitch, I think they had 2 guys in motion there. There's flags everywhere. Jake Kinker provided resistance at the line of scrimmage, and then the linebacking core of Muckerhide and Wiseman cleaned that one up. But that's on them, isn't it? 2 in motion?
I think so. I think they had too many guys moving. And
illegal shift on the Raiders. And we're talking to Stern to see what he wants to do, and we're going to push him back. So 5-yard walk-off is going to make it 1st and 15 now from the Charger 40-yard line.
So moves the ball back here a little bit. Sets Shenandoah up into a longer situation.
Brookbank deep. Boy, look at that crowd. She looks like a catcher sitting under there, waiting on a pitch. The pitch or the give to the tailback over the left-hand side, nothing doing. I mean, he's going to pick up 3. It's going to bring up 2nd and 12.
Yeah, you can't even really see. Uh-oh. Here comes a late flag in.
What we got?
I don't know, but it looks like we're starting to walk backwards here.
Mason Lewis, number 83 for the Raiders, was involved. He went to the sideline without his helmet. He's one of those running backs in that wing, and there's a big conference of zebras out there huddled around some white laundry. The one with the white hat comes over.
Unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike against Shenandoah.
Is he done, or is he going to call one against us, too?
No,
No,
he's done.
That's it. I thought maybe he was going to call offsetting penalties, but he doesn't, as he calls an unsportsmanlike there. And I don't know if that young man ripped his helmet off and
that
said something to somebody. You can't
take
your helmet off on the field. If your helmet gets taken off, whether it's by a hit or if an opponent, grabs it and rips it off, that's one thing. But you can't take your helmet off on the field. That can be called an automatic penalty. And the young man went running off without his helmet. Now, who took it off, we don't know, but that's going to set it up in second and forever here for Shenandoah. And North Decatur needs to know where the sticks are at now, Matt.
Second and 27 after that 15-yard walk-off. Brookbank crouched down in his foxhole there as he snaps the ball and pitches it back to Fries over the left-hand side. And he's going to be wrangled out of bounds there by Muckerhide, was in the vicinity. But the tackle was by Brad Krieger, chasing him down from his defensive end position.
Yeah, just a good job there as they only gave up 2 or 3 yards on that side. And North Decatur here playing for the sticks now.
Bring up,
nothing behind you here as they got Palmer, Cooper Palmer, that is. They got him back 20 yards or so to play center field back there.
3rd and 24.
He normally plays up on the line of scrimmage, Matt. We're close to it.
From the 49-yard line of North Decatur, Brookbank crouched down. Man in motion across the formation. Brookbank back to pass. He's got 2 receivers, one in the flat. It's caught, and he's driven out of bounds and just hammered by Reed Messer. Reed Messer has been laying some lumber out there. Punishing hits. That was Fries on the reception. 0 yards after the catch.
Yeah, Reed went to the Home Depot tonight, bought a bunk of lumber with him.
A bunk?
Bunk of lumber.
How much is a bunk of lumber?
It's a big stack.
It is a big stack. Probably had a tandem axle.
Yes. Now the Chargers set up here. Nobody back to receive the punt.
We don't buy it.
Well, I tell you what, they do a lot of odd things on punt, don't they?
Quirky. That's a boot. Shoot.
Oh, Reed's going to let that go.
That's going to bounce, take a Raiders bounce down to the 6-yard line, and that was a net 50-yard punt for the young man.
I'll tell you what, that was a good kick. That was a legit kick, Matt.
That was almost in your backyard, Chris.
Yeah.
Over there in New Point.
I about got to the cornfield. I was about ready to see the baseball players come out of there. So, Field of Dreams here.
I like that reference. I know. I'm glad you got that in there. That's a punt. So, two punts, 3 punts now, right, from Shenandoah?
Yes.
Three possessions,
3 punts.
My statistician isn't keeping up. Now Palmer's got him deep inside his 10-yard line. Ball snapped from the 6.
Oh, good hole.
Messer's got a big hole over the left-hand side off tackle, but it's mowed down and closed quickly. Number 14 on the tackle.
I tell you what, this Shenandoah team, Matt,
they close.
They close quick. They're pretty got good athletes there beyond the line of scrimmage as well, similar to North. And Reed had a big hole there at the line of scrimmage. Credit to the offensive line there, but Shenandoah closed that thing down pretty quick.
Now get this. This will blow your mind. That number 14 just made that stick. He's a freshman. Maybe a redshirt freshman, nonetheless. 150-pounder back at safety. He goes all the way up to outside linebacker here. Palmer give to James Evans. James Evans just pounding linebackers in the middle on second down. Picks up 8 yards for the first down. Moves the sticks.
I'll tell you, that play, it works well every week. We run that thing at least 2 or 3 times, and just like that, you got a first down there.
+4, +8, big chunks yet again. Remember, that was a story over at Monroe Central, too. Just big chunks of yardage every down.
Bunches.
Credit this offensive line so far this season. Palmer under center this time. He's got Howell and Muckerhide to the top in the slot. The quick pass over to Muckerhide, who's uncovered. Howell's trying to block for him. He's got space. Muckerhide's shifty, makes 2 people fall down, still going. He's across the 35-yard line. And that kid, I don't want to be in front of him trying to tackle him.
Now he squats down and he jumps and jukes, and I tell you what, he's like throwing a weasel in a hot trash can. You don't know what he's going to do.
A weasel in a hot – have you thrown a weasel in a hot trash can?
Yep, just like that. The end of the first quarter here. North Decatur leads this thing 8-0. We'll take a quick commercial break. You're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
We'll make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss. But it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable. To record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
Yeah, back here at Ed Kalin Field here tonight as the sun is slowly creeping down to the west over there, putting a few shadows on the field here at North Decatur, and the Chargers in a pretty spirited first quarter here for North Decatur and Shenandoah as well. Lead this thing 8-0, what has been a really good football game so far. And I'll tell you, Matt, Shenandoah has come out here to play as well. North Decatur had a second drive going there and fumbled that football down there, and then a Shenandoah punt that really pinned the Chargers down deep. And now the Chargers working out of it here on what would be their third possession, I guess, of the game. And now got the ball out at the 35-yard line and moving towards the end zone.
Yeah, you know, on paper, we look like a good matchup here, but you can't discredit this Raiders ball clubs. They're hard. They're playing hard. They're hitting hard. It's a spirited game on both sides of the ball, and we've already seen that with the one unsportsmanlike conduct. It's going to be that way all night. Now we got trips up to the top. That's Hal, Muckerhide. I think Evans is the tight end on the left-hand side. Put Josh over there. Now we run student body left with Messer. Messer's over left tackle, but going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage, no gain. That's rare.
Yeah, and the yardages aren't coming in bunches like they had been the previous three games. North Decatur going to have to work for it a little bit here tonight. I think you'll see Coach Stern here keep setting everything up with run, and he's going to open one up here across the middle or down the sideline. You can count on it.
They've taken a couple shots, and we've been off target just a little bit. This time we're going to send a whole bunch of receivers over the left-hand side. That's Hal, Muckerhide, and Evans. Reed Messer, the lone back. Parmer under center. Quick pass over to Muckerhide. They're not honoring him, and this time he goes down. It's almost like he lost his footing.
Well, they honored him that time because let me tell you, as soon as that ball was in the air, there was about two of them coming crashing down that time, and there's a young man over there. I can't get the number off of him, but, man, he flew to the football there. There was nowhere to go at that time. Third and long here for the Chargers.
The rare third and long for the Charger
offense.
I've
seen too many of these
season.
This year. And we are in the Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter, the quality care you want close by, Decatur County Memorial Hospital.
Four receiver set. Oh, Messer took off. He wasn't thinking on the count.
Boy, then that is a rare error by that young man as senior there. And
he was, he saw something in that secondary too. That was a play set up to score. It's hard to be perfect.
Now they're going to run on. It looks like we're going to go to our package with all of our receivers, Matt, as I seen a couple of the bigger guys run off and more receivers run on.
All right, 3rd and 16. Is this Caney near side? Howell, Messer. Messer running the seam. Looking to Messer up the seam. He gets tripped, but no call. Incidental contact sends Messer to the turf. Pass sails incomplete.
Well, that's going to bring up the first punt. Hell, that's the first punt I can remember in I don't know how long, Matt. When's the last time we punted?
I don't think we punted.
Who punts for us?
I don't think we punted this season, Chris. We punted the first game, says the box.
We've been corrected. I stand corrected.
The knowledge
it's deep
that is around this box is intense. Back to punt is Parmer.
Good
Parmer,
kick.
sidewinding kick over to the
Called
42-yard line. Fair caught by that young man, number 2, Hayden Hubbard. Sophomore returning punts, freshman playing safeties.
So what started out here as a real positive for North Decatur as they went down the field after holding the Raiders to a backed up way 4th down and had to punt and went right down the field and scored, folks, and now has got into a little bit of a slugfest here, Matt. And I think that plays into Shenandoah's book a little bit, don't you think?
Well, I would imagine it would give them a bit of an advantage to grind one out against our speed. They don't want to get into a track meet with us, that's for sure. Double wing, puts one in motion. Brookbank's going to stand up to throw out to the slot receiver. He catches it at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get a yard. A lot of effort.
Good job there by Parmer and Caney to close on that one and make the tackle. No gain there whatsoever.
All right, I don't think they gave him a yard there. He gets a half, maybe a third of a yard. Ten minutes left in the Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter here we just rolled into. On that Charger possession, we flipped quarters. Brookbank brings them back to the line. Brookbank, that's going to be fun to slur together as the game goes on. He squats under that center, buries himself in his hole again, pitches over to the right-hand side. That's Fry.
Outside, stay for the cutback. There we go.
Good pursuit.
Good job.
Picks up about 4 yards, though. It's going to bring up a manageable 3rd and 6.
Good job, though, there by the defenses. That was some really shifty. Again, that wing tee. And we talk about a wing tee, folks. What we're talking about is that you've got the quarterback up tight under center, and this kid really crouches down. I've not seen that for quite a while. And then you've got a tee backfield back there, and they run a lot of people in motion, and it's just very hard. They do a lot of fakes, a lot of misdirections, and you've really got to be disciplined as a linebacker, as a defensive lineman, to see where that ball is going.
You know, I got to wonder, Chris, I keep looking for Bob Ayers, number 5, who's their leading rusher last year, but he limped off the field out one play, and we haven't seen much of him since. Brookbank back to pass, throw the screen over the right-hand side.
That.
And well covered by a defensive line, not buying it. They follow the blocks. Now, they are going to pick up 3 yards there. It's going to bring up 4th and 3 at midfield.
Interesting to see what coaches will do here for Shenandoah. Looks like they're going to maybe call a timeout. Just ball sitting just inside the 50-yard line on the North Decatur side of the field.
It's under 3. It's about a 2.5 yards to gain here.
Now, here we go. You're going to get a little taste of your medicine here?
Well, another odd formation, but we are looking to be in punt coverage.
They've got to watch this. Don't lose the line, boys.
And now they move their 3 men out here for trips.
Goes back. There it is.
He's going to run it over the right-hand side away from the trips, and he's going to pick up the first down. A 45-yard line. All the attention comes out here to the trip side, and he runs it away from him. And we got caught shorthanded over on that side of the football.
I tell you, I was thinking that the whole time. It was a perfect place to do it, inside the 50-yard line on our side of the field. And, you know, as happy as we were as the Chargers when we scored a touchdown on that, Shenandoah gives it right back to us, Matt.
Raider drive alive. 8:18 left in the half. Ball's at the 45-yard line of North Decatur. Now this defense has got to tighten up. Brookbank under center. The pitch is back to Fry. Fry tries to cut it off left tackle. And he's going to pick up 2 on first down.
Well, they do like to run that inside the tackles, don't they?
Well, they do.
Even when they run a pitch or a misdirection or anything like that, those kids like to cut it up. You don't see a whole lot coming to the outside, and maybe that's coaching on their part saying, hey, we think we can beat them up inside the tackles. We don't think we can compete with them on the outside.
I lied. That was Bob Ayers on that carry, I believe. I don't know for sure.
Bob Ayers. Sounds like somebody that sells furniture.
Bob Ayers?
Yeah.
Ayers in motion.
That's right to middle.
Boy, that is James Evans, like how quickly he hit that hole, and he buries ahead for about 7 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Well, that's too damn territory here, no doubt, for them, unless North Decatur can stuff them for a loss here. I tell you what we need, Matt. We need a turnover, and it'd be nice to see North Decatur get a turnover here. Hopefully they turn the lights on here before too long, too.
3rd and 2. Brookbank under center, just 2 back, straight back behind him. No wing back to the right side. The give is to the left side. And he's going to be met by that defensive line and slung down. Cooper Palmer was there first, and he had an assist in there by Carson, I believe.
Yeah, that was a Palmer sandwich right there.
Brothers Palmer with a big stick on 3rd down. Now, as Chris mentioned earlier, it's 2-down territory here for the Raiders.
And I think you're going to see a lot of the same right here. I really think that Shenandoah thinks they can attack us inside the tackles.
All right, big 4th down stand here for this defense.
Play up tight, boys. Play up tight.
Put a man in motion. They switch the tight end from the right to the left.
It's coming left.
Brookbank's going to keep it himself, and they gave him the old bush push there.
They got him. They got it.
Tailback just pushed Brookbank ahead for the first down. Move the sticks.
And that's a first down. And now I tell you what, that's just cloud of dust right there, Matt. Even though the field's in good shape and there's no dust out there, they're just saying, hey, we're coming right at you. Now they do line up. A rare twins over here.
Well, you got trips to the top side, 5-receiver set. Brookbank pass to back to pass, and it's tipped up in the air by Evans, and it's intercepted. James picks up the tipped pass from Josh, and it's Charger football.
Great job there. Josh tipped it, didn't he? And
He
then
did.
James intercepted it.
It's a family affair, that drive.
So it went from Brothers Palmer to Brothers Evans. I tell you, our old tree here at North Decatur, there's not a whole lot of branches on it. She just goes straight up.
Not a lot of branches. It's all family football.
That's right. That's the way we like it. Now North Decatur going to be set up now.
All right. Chargers, big turnover. You called it, Chris. We needed the turnover. We get it via the Josh Evans tipped pass, James Evans interception, and now 30-yard line Charger football. Palmer brings them to the line quickly.
Well, they're going to move the Evans boys from the right side to the left side. Well, there comes the blitz up
Pitch
A
over
gap.
the left-hand side is Messer. Messer is hit. Again, that freshman safety, number 14, is in the backfield.
And I tell you what, Caden just missed his block out there. He had it and just couldn't sustain it. And credit that young man over there. I tell you, for a freshman, he's a good-looking kid.
Yeah.
He's got a little size to him and moves well.
He's stout, 6 foot, 150, and he comes up to hit. He's not afraid to hit. All right, 2nd and 11 here after the 1-yard loss.
They're playing press coverage, Matt.
Fake to Messer, bootleg to the right-hand side. He's got a drag across the middle. That's James. James turns it upfield. He hammers the safety down. He's across the 45-yard line, and a big 15-yard gain on 2nd down.
Nice play there. Evans ran the drag route right across the center of the field. No way that their linebacker can keep up with James. And James got right out in front of him. Pinpoint pass by Palmer. Puts it right on him. And now the Chargers are in business here at the 46-yard line, heading down towards Shenandoah territory.
4:40 left in the half. Chargers lead this thing 8-0. And what has been just a knockdown, drag-out dogfight all the way here. Now they're moving the football at the 46-yard line of their own. Muckerhide in motion. Back to passes Palmer. Palmer looks for Evans in the middle. Nobody. He's got a safety in front of him. Gives him a shake. He shakes him off. Now he's across the 30.
He's got
the 20. He's across the 10. One to beat. Stiff arm.
Let's go.
And he's out of bounds inside the 4-yard line. And it was that.
I'll tell you, it was just a heck of a stick in the ground by Evans, as there was two guys right there to make the tackle. He planted the foot, cut back to the middle of the field, and then just burst up the side there for a big gain. And that's a backbreaker if you're Shenandoah, driving deep in our territory. Now North Decatur set up at the 4-yard line here, trying to put some distance between us and the Shenandoah Raiders.
4 minutes and 14 seconds left, and that did not take long. Under a minute, down inside the 5. James Evans has amassed 57 yards receiving here thus far on this drive. Now he's in motion. Powerhouse backfield. Messer trying to follow. Met by a host of linebackers, and he breaks the tackle. Gets across the goal line. Touchdown, Chargers.
Yep, that's just sheer will right there, Matt. As he was beat up, stopped, and he just kept driving the feet. The tackles broke loose, and he drove it in. There's a Charger in the barn. Another Heritage Automotive touchdown, as the Chargers have got 2 stalls filled here tonight already, 14-0.
Second touchdown run by Messer in the game. 14-0 is the Chargers' lead. Aiden Odell to put the extra point on or attempt. Messer to hold. Kinker to snap. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick eludes a block, and it is good.
Good kick there, and that's a Door-Flinger Insurance extra point. Southeastern Services Incorporated, extra point there. And North Decatur now puts this thing a little bit of distance in between them, far and away from being a tight game, or a blowout game, but at least there's a little bit of room. 15-0 now, North Decatur, 4 minutes and 8 seconds left.
Now we'll see how this defense reacts to this grinded-out run, because it has been probably more so than any team we played all season as far as being effective moving the football, yet there's nothing flashy about it. And I don't know what your thoughts are. Does that wear down, or do they wear down first?
Well, that's interesting to see, but I I think this is going to be a good game all the way through, as I think Shenandoah has come here to compete tonight, and there's no doubt about that. They had a good drive going, just a really good play there by the Evans boys to thwart that and get that going in North Decatur's direction. And then two really nice play calls and execution of the play as they found James Evans Obens wide across the middle for almost 60 yards on two pass plays. Gets the Chargers down into the Reed Messer zone, and he does what he does best and puts it in for a score.
Messer has both scores for North Decatur. One was on the fake punt, 45-yard touchdown scamper. That one just hammered in from 4 yards out. North Decatur leads 15-0. Now Aiden Odell to kick this thing. He's done a nice job kicking tonight. High end-over-end kicks with some air under him. And that one's driven over towards the number, again at the 10-yard line. He tries to catch it on the run, and he muffs the catch. And he picks it up, and he tries to get space. Josh Evans is there. Corbin Thackeray is there. Jack Caney is there. No gain after the catch of about maybe 5.
Yeah, good job there. Again, our kick coverage team has been good all year. And you got to wonder where Morse was at that time. He's normally down there to make that tackle. So Evans trots back out on the field. They had him pinned off here a little bit to catch his breath a little bit, as he had a lot of long pass plays on that last drive for the Chargers. And now the Chargers 4 minutes and 3 seconds here. Just need to hold here, potentially even get another score here before halftime.
4 minutes here for Shenandoah to work with. Ball's on the 25-yard line. Brookbank under center. Pitch back to Ayers. Over the right-hand side, and there's just nothing doing. That defensive line is pursuing laterally.
Well, I think you can see that they're dedicated to it, and
they're loyal.
They are loyal, yes. And they're this is what we do, and we're going to do it, and you got to stop it. And so far, North Decatur has done a good job of that, but there has been some decent runs that Shenandoah's got out of it. So I haven't seen them attack the wide side of the field yet. I'd look for them. They surely have got to do that here one of these times.
Who's the near back? That's Bob Ayers at tailback, but who's this near back? Catch a number for me if you can see pastel on white. The give us to Ayers
That's
over the
middle.
left-hand tackle. Carson Palmer is there immediately at the line of scrimmage. No gain for Mr. Ayers.
Carson plays that defensive end position really well.
He flows laterally incredibly quickly.
He marks his end. He's our anchor on that side.
That kid is Mason Lewis. That's a number 83 in the backfield. That's what it is. 83, 6'2", 185.
Come on now, we need a stop here on third down.
Now Lewis, Ayers, and Fries in the double wing. Brookbank, it sounded like I was calling out a McDonald's order there. Brookbank back to pass. He loses a rush. No, he doesn't miss it. And it's stunt by Cooper Palmer. Ends up in a huge loss.
Oh, and Wiseman in there on that. Good job by Cooper and Owen there. Owen Wiseman needs to get a little sack dance going.
He didn't have any reaction, did he?
A little shimmy there.
He gave Cooper 5, but he didn't have any.
He's a big old Clydesdale stud colt down in there working hard.
That's a 4th and 14 and a timeout for Shenandoah. We're going to take a quick break and pay some bills. You're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
All right, we're back out here at Ed Kalin Field in an exciting first half of football between North Decatur and Shenandoah. 15-0 is the lead, 2:15 left to play in this half. And they've got a big stop here, just off of a big stop from, was it Wiseman and Palmer? Cooper?
Yeah, combination back there. Cooper, I tell you, Cooper's played a really nice game here tonight on defense. He's had a lot of good defensive plays.
Odd formation here. You see Mason Morris sitting on the end. I've never seen him play there. Josh Evans. Back to receive is Messer and Muckerhide. Okay, maybe because to cover these trips. Cooper, Palmer, Morris come out to cover the trips with Jack Caney. Weird punt formation. He's going to put a foot into it, high end over end. Back to Messer, fair caught at the 43-yard line is where they're going to mark him. That was a big stop, 3 and out. Call that a -7 on that run with a punt, and that is a punt, interception. So 4 punts and an interception in 5 possessions for Shenandoah.
Yeah, and the only opportunity they had, they were deep in Charger territory when we had that interception, and just really, I think, took some air out of that team. So now North Decatur, 2 minutes here to go. Plenty of time to try to put some more points on the board here, Matt.
All right, from their own 44-yard line, I believe. They've got 2:09 to work with here in the half. Palmer under center puts James in motion to give us to Messer. Messer looking for a hole, and he found it, and he fires up in it. And he takes a shot to the head, and a flag flies instantly, but that's going to be a targeting penalty.
Little headhunting action there, no doubt about it.
That was an easy call.
Yeah.
Yeah, he dropped the
That's going to be tack on another 15. That's going to put North Decatur way down in Shenandoah territory.
And that's a point of emphasis here, but putting that crown of that helmet right in Reed's ear hole, and that flag took no time whatsoever to come out.
We are in the Decatur County Memorial Hospital quality care you want close by, second quarter here. We'll read off a few of our other sponsors here. Fleetwood Chevrolet Buick, Decatur County Recycling, Acre Automotive Group, Buy Ride Auto, Gillen and Howe Funeral Home, Open Box Outlet, Levenstein's Abbey Carpet, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Walters Tire, Morning Breeze, and Hamilton Tebby Law Office. Thank you to all of our loyal sponsors. Here's North Decatur now. They're marking off the penalty here. Ball was just inside the 50-yard line, and they're going to take it all the way down and put it inside the 35-yard line. So North Decatur going to be in business here at their at the Shenandoah 34.
Targeting was the call. 15-yard mark off. Puts them all the way down to the 34-yard line. Palmer pitches back to Messer. Messer looking for space over the left-hand side. He's got Muckerhide blocking in front of him, and he's going to get all the way down to the 10-yard gain, down to the 21-yard line. Boy, Muck had a heck of a block. I don't know what's going on out there. We got an injured Raider. Penalty flag flew in the air.
It's getting a little chippy here.
A little chippy.
Hey, so just real quick on that targeting call, in college football, you're tossed from the game. Is there any? There's nothing, no penalty-wise that game in high school football, right? It's just the penalty and play on, correct?
I'm going to have to defer to Ed Pereira on that one. Mike's cousin Ed. I don't believe there is the automatic. You're talking about the automatic ejection.
What'd they just call here? It's on North Decatur.
You get 2.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, I heard here in the box.
Hitting a defenseless player was the call, the targeting.
And you got to wonder if that's a little bit of retaliation from the play before. He's up.
All right, the injured Raider is up. That's a good sign. Penalty was on us. Dead
so
ball
we're going to
foul.
lose a net of about 2 yards on that, right? We were first and goal, or 10 from the 37. 3-yard loss after the big gain and then the big penalty.
Lots of hullabaloo back and forth.
Hullabaloo.
Yeah.
You're going to have to get the Websters to look at that.
Listen, it's no weasel in a hot trash can, but I can't put phrases together like you can. Give us a Messer.
Run.
Hits the hole hard, running over players, back into the safety, across the 10-yard line, dragging them down to the 11, and another flag. Hanky. Boy, I tell you what, he's getting chippy. We're going to run out of flag.
It's getting chippy over there on the sideline for sure.
Messer loses his lid. He's giving the old Mel Gibson war cry as he comes over to the sideline. Somebody goes in. I think his helmet just popped off, so he's got to come out for a play.
Palmer in the game to replace Messer. Cooper Palmer, that is. Now they got to mark off the penalty, right? They threw the flag. Is that another targeting call?
I don't know. Barreling over defenders. That ball was on the 37, was it? So we got it marked down at the 12. That's a 25-yard
run,
pickup.
if my North Decatur math serves me right.
Good. The call is on them. I didn't see the indication. Was it unsportsmanlike?
I didn't see it either. They haven't marked it off yet. Wait a minute, boys. We got to get closer. They're going to
half the distance to the goal because they're at the 12-yard line. Unsportsmanlike conduct was, I believe, 8 to go. And Messer has to sit this one out because his lid came off during that play. Parmer.
Minute 38 to go here yet, so plenty of time here for North Decatur. They've only ran 30 seconds off the clock or less.
Cooper Parmer's in the backfield behind James Evans now.
I'd say you're going to see big number 26 going straight ahead. What do you think?
I foresee a trap to the right-hand side here as he's lined up left in the power I.
Here it comes.
Nope, that gives
Parmer.
Cooper right behind him, and he's got space down to the goal line. He's close. They're going to mark him at the 3.
Picked up half the yards.
Nice 4-yard run for Cooper.
Now they bring on the Bronco. Matt won't let me say bull or heavy.
Well, no, they're just going to go with James. James, the fullback.
No, Reed's back there.
Reed back there, back to try to drive it in, and he's going to be
short.
stopped. Linebackers met him, scraped hard. He picked up about a yard from the 2-yard line. 51 seconds, the clock's ticking.
Well, let it tick. We only need one more play.
All right.
43.8 seconds left. North Decatur is third down from the 2-yard line. We'll take a quick timeout break here as you're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
Make this the summer event with a visit to Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. You're invited in to see the all-new, redesigned 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee, the new 2022 Jeep Gladiator Rubicons, plus new 2022 Ram pickups, all at Acres. During the Make This the Summer event, see Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Ron Gardner, Kevin Milburn, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
All right, we're back here live from Ed Kalin Field. There was a timeout here with 43.8 seconds left as North Decatur's got a third down from the 2-yard line. Call it the 1.5. And they're threatening to put their third score up in the game.
Little Superman action here, maybe. Reed Messer over the top.
Calling the kangaroo leap from 3 yards deep.
The old Walter Payton special.
Walrus it over the pile.
Walrus.
I am the walrus.
All right, let's go, big uglies up front. Come on, line.
James Evans, fullback. Reed Messer, Parmer under center. They give to Messer. Messer's going to walk it in. Left side of that line, just annihilated the Raider defensive line for Reed's third score of the ballgame.
And that's another Charger in the barn as North Decatur now has stretched this out to a 21-0 lead. 39.6 seconds left in the Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter. That's a Heritage Automotive touchdown. 3 stalls filled tonight inside that barn of the Chargers.
I'll have to build a bigger barn. You know anything about barn building?
I do.
I heard.
Got one all dialed up.
All right. The good hold by Messer.
I don't
Rough
know.
snap
Yes,
to
it
handle.
is.
And it is good. Odell now 2 for 2. And that takes the lead 22-0. We'll keep it right here. It's a quick kickoff almost always.
That's a Dorflinger Insurance Southeastern Services, Inc. extra point. Thank you to them.
What a game thus far. (22-0). 39 seconds left in the Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter, and we just one good kickoff away here and a few defensive stands to taking a 22-point lead to halftime.
Well, who's it going to be? 4 or 26?
Depends on.
It's all right to pick your son.
I'm going to lean 26. I think law of averages has got to catch up here.
Kick coverage team has done a really good job here tonight.
Boy, and
Aiden Odell has kicked the ball well here this evening.
He's kicked as well as he has all season. Putting a lot of air under these.
A little less humidity in there, Matt. Ball's flying a little bit better.
The Denver, Colorado effect.
You betcha. We are a little higher here. 10 feet above sea level.
Are we 10 feet above sea level?
I'm not
Maybe
sure.
at the orchard.
We could be.
Oh, it's an
there we go,
onside
little
kickoff.
swimmer.
20's chest in. They're still struggling to come up with it at the 35-yard line, but they do. Boy, that ball had some velocity on it.
Yes, sir.
My goodness, he kicked that ball hard
There
at
was
it.
no doubt that was going 10 yards.
Well, moreover, who's going to catch that?
All right, now 36 seconds left here. Nothing behind you.
All right, 36 seconds left here for the Raiders offense, and they've got a lot of field in front of them, 65 yards to
Wow,
go.
we're really playing deep, aren't we?
We're going to probably put a little cushion in front of it here. And the wing tee is their 2-minute drive formation. And they give. No, yep, 83's got it. He's got some space over on that side, obviously.
Good job.
As we gave him the space.
Messer comes up, makes a tackle from his safety position. Good job there by the D-line as they were just keeping everything in front of him.
That's Mason Lewis on the run, and they're going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Chip back towards the budget a little bit. We'll be right back.
Great news! Open Box Outlet is open at the Greensburg Commons Shopping Center. Not only do they make comfortable living affordable, they have constantly changing inventory with constantly changing specials. You'll want to go back often. Open Box Outlet features furniture for inside and outside. Open Box Outlet is family and veteran owned and operated. Find them in the Greensburg Commons Shopping Center or online at shopopenboxoutlet.com.
Flooring so beautiful, so exciting, it looks as though it were designed for your home alone. That's your dream of what your home should be. And when you visit Levenstein's Abbey Carpet, you'll know it's a dream come true. Discover the latest in flooring and carpeting expressions, made affordable. When it comes to selection, Levenstein's offers all types of flooring designed to blend with your living. You can depend on a professional, experienced sales staff, free estimates, and expert installation. Special financing is available. Levenstein's Abbey Carpet on East State Road 46, Greensburg.
And back here at Ed Kalin Field as the ball's being ready to be snapped.
Back to Brookbank. He's off his spot now. He's flushed out of there by Jake Kinker. Jake Kinker makes him throw it. James Evans picks it off. The second pick of the game at midfield. And boy, there's too much time left on the clock.
Hey, there's 23 seconds left. And I tell you what, that young man's got to have that back. North Decatur already, I see the package they're running out on the field. Is their wide receiver set here? They're going to take a stab at it.
Palmer trots in. So you're 51 yards away from the goal line. You've got 23 seconds. And it looks as if Caney's right. We ran the receivers on. I see Caney, Muckerhide, and Howell in the huddle. And they're going to break some off the other side. That's Morris out there on the top side with Howell, and we'll put Messer down here in the trip. So a five-wide receiver set, Palmer in the gun. Back to pass is Carson. Carson looks up the seam. He's got one up the middle, and miscue, I believe. Muckerhide broke to the post. Reed was running the seam, and the ball split the middle.
And it looked like by the reaction of Carson there that he was thinking Caden was going to do something else as they weren't on the same page there. Don't know who was right and who was wrong. Don't matter. It's an incomplete pass. However, still 19.4 seconds to go as North Decatur might be, hey, Matt, maybe we're setting this up for a chance at an Aiden Odell field goal.
What's the field goal line to gain? We don't have a red mark on the field. We got to get down to the 25.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody get the red paint.
I don't know what they're seeing on YouTube. Is there a line going across there?
They might. If you guys could report to us. 5 receiver set, back to pass. Palmer looks to his right, throws another one up the seam. It's Muckerhide, and it's going to be picked off. It's going to be picked off, and that was intercepted by number 80 for the Raiders.
And again, pressure there is can't read the young man's number.
Reddick with the interception. But that
young
was
man down here, right there by the football, is the young man that put pressure on Carson there, made him throw the ball way before he wanted to throw it. Number 53, who's that, Matt? 5'3".
Dylan McDaniel, the senior outside linebacker.
Did a nice job there as he got pressure on Palmer and made Carson throw that well before he wanted to. Kind of had to throw it off his back foot, too. Couldn't step into it. 13.8 seconds left here. Kind of in victory formation, maybe.
No, that's their wing tee.
That's true.
Brookbank.
There's a handoff.
Give to Lewis.
There, get him, boys.
Lewis sidesteps. A couple defensive linemen. Picks up about 11 yards. Well, they found some comfort in Lewis running the football there after try again.
So it's going to be first down here. Ball at the Shenandoah 39-yard line. Got time for one more play more than likely. 7.9 seconds left. And both teams go to their respective huddles. And North Decatur leading this thing 22-0. That's the way it looked like it was going to start out, folks, as North Decatur scored on their first possession on a fake punt. Reed Messer takes the direct snap. Goes 50-plus yards for a touchdown. And then it kind of got into a slugfest there for a little while. Got a little chippy, and then North Decatur opened it up on a interception to James Evans. Long passes across the middle of the field. And next thing you know, North Decatur is leading this thing 22-0.
Prevent-looking defense here. Brookbank gives to Lewis. Lewis got space in the middle. Oh, he fumbles the ball. And it's recovered by North Decatur, but with just a second left on the clock, in fact, time expires. I think that'll probably take us to half. They're talking about it. And that is going to be it for the half. North Decatur leads the thing 22-0. We'll be back with the Stones Farm Service halftime report. You're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
This is Michelle Gauk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. At Batesville Chrysler, we've been putting families into reliable cars since 1984. And when it comes to buying a dependable car, who you buy from really does matter. So visit us at Batesville Chrysler. We'll be there for you before and after the sale. We work hard every day to prove that you can buy a car anywhere, but at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is the difference.
Make this the summer event with a visit to Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. You're invited in to see the all-new, redesigned 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee, the new 2022 Jeep Gladiator Rubicons, plus new 2022 Ram pickups, all at Acres. During the Make This the Summer event, see Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Ron Gardner, Kevin Milburn, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
Great news! Open Box Outlet is open at the Greensburg Commons Shopping Center. Not only do they make comfortable living affordable, they have constantly changing inventory with constantly changing specials. You'll want to go back often. Open Box Outlet features furniture for inside and outside. Open Box Outlet is family and veteran owned and operated. Find them in the Greensburg Commons Shopping Center or online at shopopenboxoutlet.com.
Flooring so beautiful, so exciting, it looks as though it were designed for your home alone. That's your dream of what your home should be. And when you visit Levenstein's Abbey Carpet, you'll know it's a dream come true. Discover the latest in flooring and carpeting expressions, made affordable. When it comes to selection, Levenstein's offers all types of flooring designed to blend with your living. You can depend on a professional, experienced sales staff, free estimates, and expert installation. Special financing is available. Levenstein's Abbey Carpet on East State Road 46. Greensburg.
Sports on WTRE being brought to you in part by Hamilton Tebby Law Office in downtown Greensburg and Decatur County Recycling. The 2022 Toxway Day is on September 10th from 8 to 1 at the Decatur County Fairgrounds. That's an opportunity to dispose of household hazardous waste for Decatur County residents. Questions? You can find out more online at DecaturCountyRecycling.com or call 812-663-0960.
Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg, has all kinds of things going on. Like right now, you can get $150 in mail-in rebates when you buy 4 select Goodyear tires with your Goodyear credit card. But that's not all. Walters is now a Michelin commercial truck tire dealer, and they can do heavy-duty alignments. And as always, Walters carry a complete line of ag tires from Michelin. Goodyear, and Firestone. Walters Tire, 220 West Main in Greensburg.
Sports on WTRE being brought to you in part by Walters Tire and Morning Breeze Healthcare and Retirement Community.
All right, welcome back to Ed Kalin Field. We're at the Stones Farm Supply halftime show.
Farm Service.
Farm Supply. We're going to go with Farm Supply as it is in the ink. I said Farm Service earlier, but regardless, it's Stones.
That's right.
You know, the
strong, stable,
still
Stones. That's right.
Always Stones. West Main Street, East Main Street. East Main Street, Greensburg. As you can see on the camera right now, we have a plethora of youth football players. Obviously, Charger football is alive and well at North Decatur, and the heart of it all is starting here with these little fellows from kindergarten, first grade, all the way up to the sixth graders. And I believe there's 62 of them getting introduced here at halftime today, and they're excited about it. They've recently started that local league, and playing nearby schools with Batesville, Connorsville, Rushville. Missing one. Who am I missing? Greenfield Central's now in that one.
Yeah, Rushville. Say Rushville.
Yep. So
it's a good league.
Yeah, and our kids are doing well. I think the 5th and 6th graders have 2 teams, as a matter of fact. With 32 players, they had to split into 2 teams. So the future is strong here for North Decatur football, and so is the present. Chris, 22-0 here at halftime against a tough Shenandoah team that North Decatur has given up very, very little in terms of offense.
Yeah, Shenandoah had that one decent drive that ended in a James Evans interception tipped by his brother, and thwarted that drive by the Raiders. And North Decatur took it, and in about 4 plays was down on the goal line, and 2 to 3 plays later was in the end zone. And North Decatur's just done a good job here tonight of controlling what they can control and playing defense, keeping everything inside, doing a really good job, and scoreboard reflects that.
Yeah, and as you might expect, the stats at halftime are, in fact, lopsided, as they've been for the past 3 weeks, this being the 4th week in a row. But Shenandoah has only amassed 81 yards of total offense, 68 of that on the ground, and only 13 of that through the air. And again, as Chris mentioned, 2 of those were interceptions. Those pass attempts, 7 pass attempts, 2 ended up in our hands. But the defense playing really well. 2.9 yards per play is all they're giving up. And only 4 first downs in the entire first half. They're 1 for 7 on 3rd down.
Yeah, and like you were saying, Matt, North Decatur's just done a really nice job keeping everything in front of them and making sure that nothing gets too far outside. Bend a little bit in there in the middle, 2-3 yard games at a time, but not giving up the first downs like you pointed out.
North Decatur on the other side of that thing, though, 17 rushes, 119 yards, 82 yards through the air, 201 total yards of offense in the first half, and then that striking 7.4 yards per play, which has kind of been the theme of the season. They're biting off big chunks at a time offensively. Very few penalties. North Decatur with 9 yards of penalty yards, and Shenandoah, though, 53. A lot of those came by way of unsportsmanlike conduct. And time of possession, this is staggering. Shenandoah's had the ball 14 minutes, North Decatur 9.
Wow.
So,
and they got 22 more points.
Yep. Efficiency is the key. Messer has struck all 3 touchdowns, 1 from 45 yards, 1 from 4, and another one from 1 yard out. Odell's added 2 extra points, and Carson Palmer added the 2-point conversion. And there we stand, 22-0. And
I'll tell you what, Matt, if you're ever in a bad mood, just let a child put a smile on your face. They are jigging around down there. Them cheerleaders are having a big time.
77 flexing.
Look at him. He's got the
big
muscles out.
It's
Look
a gun show. I didn't bring my ticket. That's why we got to sit up here.
I don't know.
Look at him.
He'll have a tattoo. He'll be ready to go play a little
have
freshman football here in a few years. But
he'll have a tattoo.
No, I tell you, it's a really nice showing down there by the youth of North Decatur, and it just goes to show you that the state of this program is right here now is just everybody firing on all cylinders here. Starts with the top and heads all the way down to these kids that are right out here, and they're having a heck of a time.
That's a lot. That's a lot of football
Looks
out there.
like the Kona Ice machine might have opened up down there. Look at him.
Tiger's blood just got
go.
restocked.
Little Tiger's blood. Dairy Queen's got the flurries, Dairy Points. Everybody's open tonight. Sweet shop. Little free advertising there.
Man, it's a nice night for football here at Ed Kalin Field. The crowd is packed. I mean, I haven't looked down at the end of the bleachers, but man,
a nice night for an ice cream cone, wouldn't it?
Boy, now I got him on the ice cream kick, and he's not coming off that either, folks. And the Kona Ice, he probably wants a slushy.
Yeah. I tell you, it's the home stands here are packed, and a good crowd standing down along the fence is always reliving the plays of this game and of years past down there. And
they're 5 or 6 deep. They're wrapped all the way around the greenhouse up there.
Youth night's always a big night, always a fun night out here. A lot of excitement. Those young kids, they really like to come out here and run on that field.
It's a big night all the way around. You know, the Chargers, if they can pull this one off, they got a second half in front of them here. But now through 3.5 games, they lead 162-0, Chris. And this defense, regardless, you know, this Shenandoah wing tee is not easy to read, and there's no slouches back there running the ball. I mean, Bob Ayers amassed 620 yards last year and 10 touchdowns on the ground amongst 2 other rushers over 400 yards. So I think you mentioned they'd ran for 2,000 yards last year as a team, and, very little. Well, they have 68 rushing yards and a half a play.
Well, it's like you mentioned, this wing tee, and we keep talking about that, but it is a tough running offense to defend. And Shenandoah runs it good. I mean, it's not like they're slopping the ball around back there and putting it on the ground. They've got a quarterback that I guarantee if you're playing middle linebacker, you cannot see that kid.
Right.
And so I mean, it's not like they're running it ragged or anything like that. They run it well. The Chargers are just defending it well, Matt.
They are, and it is tough to play against team speed, just period dot. And I think that's what the North Decatur defense has. Their number one advantage is the way that they flow to the football. You mentioned earlier in the game the way Carson Palmer from his defensive end position flows parallel down the line, and he just makes a mess on any cutback as a result, and he's so good at that. But you just take that example and you multiply it times 11 as their professionalism in each of their spots. They just do their jobs well.
Exactly. They each do their own job. It's Matt and I coach some junior high football, and we've been telling our guys all night long, you got to stay home. But you play it just like Carson's playing it tonight. When it goes the other way, it's fine to chase the play down, but you got to be there in case it comes back your way. And those guys are in position to do that every time. And there's just so far to this point been no big runs that have gotten away here from North. Again, there's been a few plays, and you're going to have that in a football game, and against a team this caliber. This isn't a bad football team. This is a good football team that North Decatur's playing tonight, and they've got to come out and do a lot of the same things they did in the first half. We're going to get the ball first. To go down and put 7 or 8 points on the board would just go a long way here, I think, to sealing up, on our way to another victory.
Yeah, I agree. And to Chris's point, you got to understand the level of play here, too, because we leave Monroe Central, number 4 team in the state in Class A football. We play Shenandoah, who's a 2A school. And what were they, 1-2 going into this game, or 2-1? 2-1 going into this game.
Right, but they played a couple tough teams. Heritage Christian has always got a good football team, and LaPel.
Yeah,
we'll see next week.
Correct.
Up at LaPel, that's a quality program too. So that's and those weren't blowouts. I don't think so either. Were they?
They lose to LaPel by 12, and LaPel is in the top 20 in Class 2A. And they lose to them by 12. Heritage Christian. They lose to them by 19, but Heritage Christian just a perennial. LaPel has only dropped 1 game. You mentioned we have LaPel next week. LaPel's dropped 1 game, and I believe it was Guerin Catholic. You ever heard of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty decent.
So that's a perennial powerhouse in 1A every year. So
yeah.
In fact, I think just 2 years ago they were the state champions. So,
I believe that to be accurate.
So anyway, it's not saying anything here about Shenandoah. That's a quality football team over there. And at this point right now, North Decatur taking advantage of some mistakes there by Shenandoah too. A couple thrown passes there over in the middle, just kind of lofted up. One tip by Josh Evans. His brother picks them both off. And, James Evans just had a heck of a sequence there. As he picked that ball off, we ran one running play, and then it was two over-the-middle passes from Palmer to him to knock out about 60 yards and get us down there where we could go to our bread and butter, and that's hammer it in on the
57 yards. 57 yards, a 15-yarder and a 42-yarder to James. And then the bowling ball, Reed Messer, finishes that one off from 1 yard out. But I was just looking up here, Chris, as we'll take a quick break. There's about 7 minutes left in the halftime break. We'll listen to one of our sponsors, and we'll come back with more of the Stones Farm Supply halftime show. You're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
Make this the summer event with a visit to Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. You're invited in to see the all-new, redesigned 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee, the new 2022 Jeep Gladiator Rubicons, plus new 2022 Ram pickups, all at Acres. During the Make This the Summer event, see Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Ron Gardner, Kevin Milburn, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gill and Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gill and Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
Great news! Open Box Outlet is open at the Greensburg Commons Shopping Center. Not only do they make comfortable living affordable, they have constantly changing inventory with constantly changing specials. You'll want to go back often. Open Box Outlet features furniture for inside and outside. Open Box Outlet is family and veteran owned and operated. Find them in the Greensburg Commons Shopping Center or online at shopopenboxoutlet.com.
Flooring so beautiful, so exciting, it looks as though it were designed for your home alone. That's your dream of what your home should be. And when you visit Levenstein's Abbey Carpet, you'll know it's a dream come true. Discover the latest in flooring and carpeting expressions, made affordable. When it comes to selection, Levenstein's offers all types of flooring designed to blend with your living. You can depend on a professional, experienced sales staff, free estimates, and expert installation. Special financing is available. Levenstein's Abbey Carpet on East State Road 46, Greensburg.
Sports on WTRE being brought to you in part by Hamilton Tebby Law Office in downtown Greensburg and Decatur County Recycling. The 2022 Toxaway Day is on September 10th from 8 to 1 at the Decatur County Fairgrounds. That's an opportunity to dispose of household hazardous waste for Decatur County residents. Questions? You can find out more online at DecaturCountyRecycling.com or call 812-663-0960.
Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg, has all kinds of things going on. Like right now, you can get $150 in mail-in rebates when you buy 4 select Goodyear tires with your Goodyear credit card. But that's not all. Walters is now a Michelin commercial truck tire dealer, and they can do heavy-duty alignments. And as always, Walters carry a complete line of ag tires from Michelin, Goodyear, and Firestone. Walters Tire, 220 West Main in Greensburg.
Sports on WTRE being brought to you in part by Walters Tire and Morning Breeze Healthcare and Retirement Community.
Hello, this is Ty Fleetwood, sales manager at Fleetwood Chevrolet Buick, located at 950 North Michigan, Greensburg, Indiana. I want to invite you to visit us at Fleetwood Chevrolet Buick. We are here to help you with all your new or pre-owned purchases, as well as all your service and parts needs. We have Greensburg's only drive-in service lane and home of the free oil changes for life with the purchase of a new vehicle. That's right, it's free with Fleetwood. Stop in from sales to service to parts to see what's new and give us an opportunity to earn your business. As always, thank you for shopping at Fleetwood Chevrolet Buick, 950 North Michigan, Greensburg, Indiana.
All right, we're back here. Halftime at Ed Kalen Field. There's about 2 minutes left in the halftime break. My sidekick, Chris Caney, has just returned from the
ATM.
From the ATM.
Getting ready for that ice cream.
Well, maybe he had a problem with his leader hosing it. He's gone so long with sending some help from Batesville to get them things pulled back up.
No, we're good to go.
Good to go. That's a long hike to the facilities nowadays. Chargers come back on the football field, 22-point lead. They reset the clock here to 3 minutes, as they usually do, to let them warm up. Crowd back on their feet. Chris, second half, I just imagine you're going to see the gas pedal continue to press down, and hopefully we just full throttle this thing to the end and see some younger players again this second half.
Yeah, you won't see any let up here, that's for sure. At least we haven't seen that at all this year as far as our aggressiveness on both offense and defense. So here, I think you'll see a lot of the same here in the second half. You may see a little bit more run here by the Chargers, just to maybe run a little clock. But hell, who knows? I mean, Coach Stern is he's one of the better ones at game planning, and just when you think you've got it figured out, he takes it the other way on you. So. But the intensity, nonetheless, will be here, and I would look for the intensity to stay high as well from Shenandoah too, Matt.
Yeah, they're going to come out fired up. I mean, they're in the second quarter, tail end of the first. They were chippy. There's a lot of fight in this team. There's athletes on this team. They're not just going to lay over and let us pummel them here for the rest of the way. So obviously, we've got our work cut out for us. You got to finish the game, continue to be professionals as you have thus far, and make this thing happen.
Right, absolutely. And, like we mentioned, Shenandoah's got a good football team. That's not discrediting them at anything here. And this game is far from over yet, too. I mean, North Decatur's got to play a solid first set of series here. They're going to get the ball first, like Matt and I talked about. And, they're going to – we need to do what we do best, and we need to take it down there and put some points on the board.
All right, about 1:43 from kicking this thing off in the second half. And they shut the door. You're bothering Coach over there. That's Goolsby, wasn't it? Goolsby's got to be focused on his huddle.
He can shut the door, but I can still see what's going on.
Yeah, you should make faces on the glass.
This crystal clear glass.
We have a bit of an insect problem, obviously, as they leave their deposits on our windshield. But now, with the huddle focus camera and the addition, hopefully you out there watching this broadcast are enjoying the picture much better. It's a hardwired system now, and I think it's much improved from where we've been.
Well, and I think it gives you a good overall view of what the field looks like, and a lot of good opportunities to see the football, see the whole play, and when you got somebody as handicapped as me running the camera.
No more missed kicks or passes from Matt or Chris.
I am not that guy sitting in the stands on Monday Night Football running the big camera there, that's for sure. So,
all right, 30 seconds to go here in the halftime break. As we close it out, we want to thank Stone's Farm Supply, your Kubota dealer in Greensburg, Indiana, on East Main Street. Strong, stable, still Stones.
That's right.
It's a tagline that doesn't leave your head even if you don't put it in print.
Been there a long time. Tim and Kim and Paul and Nicole and all the people out at Stones do a good job, and we appreciate their sponsorship as always. And we thank our other sponsors here tonight, too. Fleetwood Chevrolet Buick, Decatur County Recycling, Acre Automotive Group, Buy Ride Auto, Gillen and Howe Funeral Home, Open Box Outlet. That's your platinum sponsors. Your gold sponsors tonight are Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Walters Tire, and your bronze sponsors are the Levenstein Abbey Carpet. Cheerbox sponsors tonight, Morning Breeze and Hamilton Tebby Law Office. And say the band had a good showing down here tonight, but not a lot of room for just a student cheer block here tonight as the parents and youth have infiltrated the stands of Ed Kalin Field.
I'm sure they have. They got to sit down. Hey, just looking over unofficial statistics, I don't have player stats at halftime. I just have team stats. But based off drive summaries, I project Reed to have about 98 yards of rushing in that first half alone. So he's bound to tack onto that here in the third quarter. And James Evans has amassed quite a few yards. But most of his come through the air, remarkably. Very little of that inside trap have we seen. But James showing his
well, he did have a couple of nice big runs off of that, too. But 57 yards and 2 pass plays like you had mentioned. So it looks like we got the hands team out there.
Well, you got to expect that they're going to have to do
the hands team out there.
All right, Kinker and Evans and Caney and Field all up front here. I believe that's Caney on the far side. And they're going to try to, nope, they kick it deep over to where nobody's at.
Muckerhide's got to get
down at the 10. He grabs it there, and he's got one man to shake, and he does, out at the 15-yard line. Smart.
Well, you got to play that. You don't want to give the ball up for sure. So you give up probably about 15 to 20 yards of where we normally start the football at. But we've got the football. And, hey, we just put a long drive together here, Matt.
Yeah, we'll see what approach we're going to take here. Obviously, grind it out and run clock will be
this is
priority.
Matt Morris's favorite quarter, too. This is the Fry's A&W third quarter, family-owned, a Greensburg tradition. Good.
Love me some fried chicken. I'm all topped off with El Reparo here this evening, though.
Yeah.
You know what El Reparo means if you translate it. Have you ever looked that up?
Too much.
No, it's close. That's close. That's a good guess. The repair.
Yeah.
I'll let you digest that for a minute.
Who knows?
The repair. I Google translated that earlier today.
Well, not too good of a start here by the Chargers tonight as they go off right side with Messer in about a yard loss there. Is going to back North Decatur up 2nd and 11 from their own 14-yard line. Now they split a couple receivers out. They run the heavies off and run the receiver package on.
Oh, jumpy.
Oh, yeah. I think Carson was doing the old Tony Romo hard count down there.
Encroachment on the defense. A little hard count. Draws the young defense. Wait. Whoa. Go the other way, Hoss. That zebra came out of the stable in the wrong direction with that football, Chris.
That's like Bob's Circus. Stripeless zebras.
Hey, circus is coming to Greensburg. Did you catch that? You get a free coupon. Paying adult.
Coupon?
Yeah. Paying adult. Kids get in free. Palmer back to hand off to Messer. Messer runs over a linebacker. Just crushed him. And he piles ahead for the first down. Nice, strong 8-yard run out of Reed.
Yeah, referee on the opposite side saying move the chains. George Connell agrees with it. He's having a small stroke down there tonight.
Well, how would you like to tackle number one all night? Like if you're sitting at a linebacker, you think you got the stuff, and then number one lowers that shoulder at you just time and time again.
Well, and the thing about it is, too, he's shifty. I mean, just when you think you're going to square him up, he puts that foot in the ground, gives you a little move, and he's gone.
There's
James Evans.
The big number 78 ripped the ball right out of James Evans's hands, and I think he's going to get it. I don't think
they blew it dead.
No, that's number 12, or 78, senior Colby Seiler. He's a 6'2", 280-pound tackle. Just ripped it out of James Evans's hands.
Yeah, he did. He got his hand in there, and, man, he just started jerking, and about on the second or third pull, he pulled it right out. Well, I'll tell you that, too. Deep in North Decatur territory. That's going to set them up at the 26-yard line. So now here we go. North Decatur Charger defense, which has been stout all night, has been called upon again to stiffen here.
Brookbank, give to Ayers over the right-hand side. Ayers is trying to find space. He runs hard, and he picks up about 4 yards on first down.
Palmer came from his anchor position on the inside over here again. Just couldn't quite get there as he kind of folded off the tackle. Just eluded him just a little bit.
Should be a little more informed in this half as now as the sun has set, we can see these numbers a little better.
It's still tough to see him, though.
It is.
All right, so here come the Chargers. 2nd and 6.
Brookbank way under center. The pitch is to Ayers, right side again, and he's going to be met by that defensive end. That's Carson Palmer. Drives his shoulder down, no gain. Going to bring up a 3rd and 6.
Well, this is two-down territory, regardless, I'm sure, for Shenandoah.
Boy, the cowbells are in fury tonight.
Yeah.
A lot of cowbell.
There's never too much cowbell, as they said on Saturday Night Live.
Brookbank fakes,
he
rolls
keeps,
to the
he
right,
keeps.
and he's going to be hammered
Good
by
job,
Howe.
Evan.
Howe closes
Howe.
immediately. Evan Howe closes him for a tackle loss on the QB keeper on the bootleg. Great play by Evan Howe. Boy, trying to separate him. The referee, Howe had a conference. Howe had a conference with the official there. I think they got on the same page.
I'm sure he was excited. Now we got to have it here. I think you're going to see something come to the wide side of the field here. I'd be surprised if you didn't. Yeah, it's going to be misdirection there inside.
Ball's on the 21-yard line of North Decatur.
Cowbell Nation is on their feet here at North Decatur.
Brookbank brings them to the line. He's squatted under center, wing T formation.
Oh,
and
he
they
jumped.
They jump. Flags
Absolutely,
are flying.
they jumped.
Dead ball foul. That's coming back 5 yards.
Left tackle right over here, and the wing T behind him. There we go.
A little excited.
Back him up. Back him up. Where's that beeper at? Beep. Beep.
Well, that big fella that stripped the ball from James, he probably is required by the DOT to have one.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's a man, that's for sure.
Load.
All right, so now it's 4th and 10.
Now here, odd 5-receiver set, gun formation for Brookbank.
They threw out of this last time.
Brookbank back to pass. He's got a guy in the face, pushes him off his spot. He boots around the right-hand side. We got to close. James Evans is there.
He misses.
He misses, and he's mowed down eventually by Josh Evans. And they pick up a big first down.
Dang, I tell you, James, he just don't miss them very often, and he just flat missed that one. And he's upset at himself there. I expect he'll come back here and make a good play.
Well, give Brookbank credit. He's got some wheels when he gets in space.
Yeah, you wonder if he was even ever going to throw that ball.
Yeah. Regardless, their biggest play from scrimmage of the night, 16-yard scamper by Brookbank. This time he gives to the tailback, and that is nothing doing. Carson Palmer there immediately as he scrapes down along with Jake Tinker.
Yep, that's our two really good D linemen down there, and they're doing exactly what they need to do. 2nd and 11 now. North Decatur throws them for a 1-yard loss. Got to think they're going to try to split us out again. But boy, they are dedicated to that bunch formation, aren't they?
Gabe Lowler on the near side, different number. The give is over to Freeze on this side. I believe that's Freeze. Boy, these numbers are tough. I did get corrected. It is not Fries, it's Freeze. So
It's still, we're only giving up 3.5 yards there. 3rd down. Again, it's going to be 4-down territory here, no doubt. For the only thing good about this is it has run a lot of clock here.
7th play of this drive here for the Raider offense. Now they're inside the 10-yard line of North Decatur. North Decatur's got to stiffen up to keep the shutout streak alive. Brookbank under center, rolls to his right. He's got a man in his face. He flips it out to the flat, and it's going to be closed immediately. Immediately, in a great stick by James Evans as he flew from his linebacker spot to shut that off.
There you go. What a good play there by James. Now, here we go again. 4th down and long. Last time it was 4th and 10. The quarterback Scamper picked up 12, 13 yards. Now you've got him in 4th and about 7. Long 7, short 8.
Nothing says get your cowbell going like a 4th and 7 inside your own 20.
Yeah.
It's loud out there. He puts them in the spread formation. Brookbank back in the gun.
Looking to pass.
Looking to pass. We got pressure in his face. He's
He's
throwing a fade in the corner, and it's
out of bounds.
Caught, but it's out of bounds. Boy, that
First down.
That was way too deep, and the Charger defense holds again. The shutout streak is alive.
Well defended there. Everybody was in front of that receiver. There's no way they could have thrown it into the end zone. Had to throw it deep out of the back of the end zone, the only place the kid could catch it. And that don't count once you cross that out of bounds line, Matt.
Howie trots off. Morris in. Palmer jogs the play into the huddle. Howie hopefully probably just getting a quick break here.
Fries A&W.
Third quarter, 6:17 left. North Decatur still 22-0 is the lead, and a great defensive stand there inside their own 10-yard line.
Now they move James out here.
Evans in the slot with Muckerhide.
There he
Flip
is
over the
again.
middle. That's Josh
Oh.
Evans over the middle off his hands. He had to dive to go get it.
And I tell you, that middle is open. They do
Wide
not
open.
defend that middle very well.
I'll give it to you all night.
You'll see that come back again. Just a little too much lead by Carson. Still a decent pass, one that you think Josh would probably normally pull in. Had to dive a little bit for it, but nonetheless sets the Chargers up here in 2nd and 10. Does stop the clock, however. 6 minutes, 13 seconds here in your Fries A&W third quarter. Charger football. Chargers lead 22-0.
Farmer under center. Gives to Messer over the right-hand side. He barrels a shoulder into that tackle, and that tackle does a nice job of slinging him around. Help from the defensive end. No gain. I will say tonight is the clear winner of no-gain plays. I mean, we haven't seen this all season, and this Shenandoah defense has done a nice job.
Right. Well, again, we've said it all night. That's a quality team over there, and they traveled well. They came here to play. They had a few mistakes that have costed them a little bit of points, but nothing's been easy for North Decatur here tonight.
3rd and 9, deep in our own territory. 2 receivers in the slot, Morris and Howell, I believe. Muckeride near side. Pass over the middle is to Josh Evans. Off his hands. Now we got to punt it out of here.
Yeah, and that was a good pass. That was right on the hands by Palmer, and just a drop there by Josh. And North Decatur now forced to punt. Palmer is going to be standing in his end zone. Got enough room that he don't have to short punt it, but he's going to be deep. Oh,
little high snap. Kick is high, end over end. Little too much air. Going to be down inside the 40-yard line where he picks it up. No. Oh, it was a fair catch signal. The ball bounced.
Yeah, but once he hits the ground, it's live, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I don't.
All right, again, good field position for the Raider offense. The 40-yard line of the North Decatur Chargers defense here. Just 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
So far this second half, Matt, we've been playing on our end of the field.
Another oddity. Ball's on the 40.
Need more defense here.
Need a little more defense. Brookbank under center. Lewis behind
Here
him.
comes this way.
Ayers in motion. Back
Got
to passes,
pass.
Brookbank.
Got
Pushed off his
pass.
spot, and he's going to be swallowed up and drugged back by Jake Kinker with a big sack across midfield. That's a huge loss. They're going to call his forward progress at the 46-yard line.
Still about a 6-yard loss there.
Boy, Kinker shot out of there like a cannon as soon as he got rid of that block.
Kinker's a strong kid, a tall, lanky kid. He's got a lot of strength to him and gets out of his stance very, very quickly there. And he's done it all year long, number 64, and just one more time here tonight.
All right, 2nd and 15 now. Give it 16 on the board. 2nd and 16. Brookbank comes to the line with the wing T offense. One split receiver. Back in motion is Freeze. Freeze bobbles the ball a little bit, and he's hit immediately by a host of Chargers. Evan Howell is the one that wrestles him down. I'm sorry, that was Ayers who collected that.
I don't know how he collected that ball and then got through that mess to even get back to the line of scrimmage. That was a catastrophe waiting to happen there.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know who ran that ball. I think that was Freeze, 22. These numbers are impossible. White on white. Let's put white on white. Put a little black outline out there. It brings up 3rd and 16. As they've gone nothing but backwards on this drive. He's got them in the double wing formation. Brookbank under center. Rolls over to the right-hand side, trying to set up the screen on the left. It's caught, and he's going to be drugged down after about a 4-yard gain around the left-hand side. Caney in on the tackle. as well as Brad Krieger from his defensive end spot.
Good job there. Those two converged on that to keep them. Now they're going to.
A screen pass to Mason Lewis was complete from Brookbank, but it's going to be 4th and 12. And
I'd play defense here. I'd play defense here first.
Mason Lewis going to be the punter. His heels are going to be on the 44-yard line. They put the trips over to the right-hand side. He's got 12 yards to gain if they fake it. He's going to kick it.
He's just going to let it go. Let it go.
He's just going to kick it out of the back of the end zone.
There we go.
And we'll take it at the 20, which that leaves a net 22-yard punt. That's interesting strategy. Well, you throw it.
Well, yeah. I would imagine that the coach told him over there, hey, listen, we're going to punt. Whatever you do, don't kick this thing in the end zone. But that's easier said than done. So and that kid's got a good leg, too. He kicked a 50-yard punt there in the first half. So
I thought he was aiming for the uprights that time. I mean, he kicked it hard. It wasn't like he was trying to pin them down.
He kicks an end-over-end punt, too, that is obviously going to roll when it, so, I mean, it gets some distance. Now North Decatur in business, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Farmer's got Mucker-Hyde split receiver up top. James Evans and Messer behind him. The trap to Evans. Evans got space in the middle of the field again. He runs over the safety. He's got a cornerback to beat. He's going to be slung down at the 40-yard line, but not after he gains 20 yards on first down.
Yeah, big 20-yard gain there. That's a good way to get out of the shadow of your own end zone and get a little room out here at the 40-yard line. This is North Decatur now here.
That's James.
Clock running.
That's James's biggest run of the game. Mucker-Hyde split out to the top. James Evans and Messer in the backfield. Josh Evans tight end to the right. Double tight formation here. Palmer give to Messer. Messer off tackle. Evans blocks the linebacker. Messer gets 7. That's just straight off tackle, Chris.
Yeah,
nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy. Let's just run a little ISO out there. Comes Palmer taking his time back on. Plenty of time on the play clock. 22 seconds.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Boy, score here would be big.
Ball's on the 46-yard line. Gun formation. 2 backs. Right inside saddle. The give is or fake is to Messer. Pass down the far side is Mucker-Hyde, who's got him beat on his man. He comes back to catch the ball, and he gets run over. What a catch by Caden Mucker-Hyde.
Yeah, he was out in front of his man there. Palmer had to step up as the pressure was coming, had to elude the defender back there. Wasn't able to get everything that he wanted to get on it, but still able to throw a strike down the center. Mucker-Hyde catches it, coming back. It just kind of falls to the ground. They jump right on top of him, but still puts the Chargers in 1st and 10. Now at the Shenandoah 25 as North Decatur has flipped the field more so than anything, Matt.
Not your most orthodox back shoulder pass, but it still works.
That's right.
Mucker-Hyde comes up with a Tyler Field in motion across the formation that gives him Messer over right-hand side. Get James Evans in front of him. Lays the lumber to the linebacker, and Messer has a clear path to pick up 8. Boy, this is just smash-mouth football now on 8 and 20-yard chunks at a time.
Boy, and what's nice is you just sprinkle a pass out there to your wide out every so often just to keep them honest. And Chargers going to be able to run this clock all the way down to about 30 seconds. Not quite, about 35 seconds here before they even have to snap another play. What's been a brutal bang head back and forth.
Bunch formation over here on the right side between Evans and they all block ahead of Messer. Messer's got the corner of the end zone in his sights. He reaches for the pylon.
I think they're going to
call him out on the line. Oh, but far side says yes. Far side says yes. Near side had him marked out of bounds, but he came across the field and indicated a touchdown.
Did the guy all the way from the opposite call that, or the guy in the center of the field?
That's what it looked like to me. Anyway, result is a 17-yard touchdown run by Reed Messer.
And there's another Charger in the barn.
And Messer's
Heritage Automotive touchdown.
And Messer's 4th strike in the game. This time he holds.
Oh, I tell you. They didn't call it.
My goodness. Aiden Odell kicked that to the track. That's good from 45.
Yeah. It should have been an offsides on the defense. We should have been going for 2.
29-0 here in this third quarter. We'll keep it right here. We'll kick soon.
Yeah, it won't take long as North Decatur now going to trot this defense down out here again tonight. And the defense has been tested tonight, Matt. They've had to come up and play pretty tough here tonight as they've had them pinned down there deep several times.
So you saw Brookbank throw the ball more. I mean, it was intentional that they were going to try to pass on that last drive. They ran, pass. It wasn't the most fluid of efforts, but at least, that touchdown or that pass out of bounds on 4th down, that was a strike. He just ran out of real estate down there in the corner. So I could only imagine being down 29-0, you're going to start to see him air it out here. I mean, you can't come back 30 points down with a wing tee, grind it out approach.
No, you can't. It's going to take some big runs pretty quick, and that's not happened tonight. The biggest run they've had has been always been the quarterback scamper there a couple times. They did have one, I think, 15-yard run, but the Charger defense has been stout against the run game.
Odell to put his bright-colored shoe leather into it one more time. Drives this one a little lower. Sidewinding kick down to the 10. He's got a wedge in front of it. He gets some space in that wedge. How's the first to meet him? Muckerhide's dragging by his knees. He gets that one all the way out to the 30.
Caden was going for a ride there, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He was, leaving a little trail in the grass.
I tell you what, though, that's like putting an extra crank on a vice grip, so there wasn't no way he was going to let go.
He wasn't. They get their best, not their best field position, but best field position off of a kickoff of the night.
By about 20 yards.
Yeah, 39-yard lines where they're going to start this one.
24 seconds left. Now the Charger defense here steps back out on the field.
Well, they'll stick with the wing tee. Split receiver up to the top side. Lewis in the backfield.
There's middle run.
Here's Ayers. Here's Ayers hopping around with Josh Evans dragging on his shoe leather. And he picks up 2.
Colin Thackeray in there playing some D tackle.
And that's going to take us to the end of 3. North Decatur leads this thing 29-0. We'll be right back. You're listening to Charger Football on WTRE.
Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg, has all kinds of things going on. Like right now, you can get $150 in mail-in rebates when you buy 4 select Goodyear tires with your Goodyear credit card. But that's not all. Walters is now a Michelin commercial truck tire dealer, and they can do heavy-duty alignments. And as always, Walters carry a complete line of ag tires from Michelin, Goodyear, and Firestone. Walters Tire, 220 West Main in Greensburg.
Sports on WTRE being brought to you in part by Walters Tire and Morning Breeze Healthcare and Retirement Community.
All right, back here at Ed Kalen Field. Youth night here tonight as we sprinted out about 60 young Chargers and about 30 future cheerleaders here tonight. Capacity crowd here tonight as they're about 5 deep along the fence down there. Got some good line going on down there about how they used to do it, the former Chargers that are down there. North Decatur leads this thing 29-0. Shenandoah with the ball on their own 41-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Brookbank gives to Freeze. Freeze bounces off the defensive line, and he's going to be driven back. Nothing doing over the left-hand side.
Well, they're going to give him forward progress, I guess, of about a yard. That's generous of him for sure. 3rd down, clock running.
3rd and 7 here from the Shenandoah 42-yard line, 43. So our next opponent, Lapel, is playing Indy Lutheran at the moment. I'm just curious. I'm hearing, it's not the score they were reporting.
Here it comes. Now we're in pass.
Brookbank nearby. Throws into coverage,
Oh,
and
there's
that's
Messer.
Messer picks it off at midfield. He's back with blocks in front of him. Cooper Palmer trying to throw a block. He's at the 15, drug out of bounds, and a nice 35-yard interception return by Reed Messer.
Good job there again by the Chargers secondary. Just all over that. Reed Messer picking pockets out there, taking a little action from James Evans. The old stallion of a safety back there picks one off, runs it down the sidelines. Cooper Palmer leading the way down there.
Boy, what this defense creates tough nights for any opposing offensive scheme.
Well, and we're one score away from turning the clock on again, Matt.
That's right.
Well, and I tell you, I've had a lot of people ask me before the game, well, what do you think? What do you think? And I hate to predict blowouts, but
pitch
there's
back to Messer.
Reed.
Left-hand side on the pitch. He's got a cornerback to break. He breaks the tackle. He's down to the 10. Going to mark him out at the – mark him inbounds. Boy, that didn't look like his inbounds.
That's all right. Let the clock run.
That's marked at the 10-yard line. Pick up a 5 on first down.
Ball is on the 9-yard line. Down there at Ed Kalen Field.
Palmer in the gun. Messer been over there. He's had a busy few plays here trying to catch his wind. Muckerhide in motion from a slot position on the left-hand side, goes over to the right. Palmer back to pass, looks across the middle. He's got Josh Evans
right there.
Wide open, touchdown. Blown coverage, just lost track of Josh altogether.
And they have lost that coverage all night. There's another Charger in the barn. And that's a Heritage Automotive touchdown. The barn is crowded tonight, Matt. We're going to have to run them out into the open corral, I think. 35-0, and now your clock continues to run as they set up Odell for the extra point here. Messer to hold.
A little jumpy. Good snap, good kick, and it's good. Tell you, man, I've noticed he's kicking the ball a lot harder tonight in all facets of the game.
Well, I think he's just getting more confidence. I mean, there's a kid that's he's a really good soccer player and never played down a football in his life, and came out here to just do the kicking purposes for the Chargers, and has been practicing and is doing a really good job. So, you know, he's been being on top of his game here tonight. There were no doubters.
36-0 is the lead here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is brought to you by Napoleon State Bank. 2 locations in Greensburg and 1 in Westport. So the Napoleon State Bank fourth quarter is now going to be a quick one with a 36-0 lead. The clock will run the rest of the way. Boy, and they have imposed their will once again, Chris, and it's all set up by that defense. You know, even when Shenandoah has got them first and goal from the 10-yard line, 4 plays, and you keep them out, it's just intense.
Well, the other thing is, too, look how many chances you get to possess the ball.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we inevitably stop them a lot of times, 3 and out, 4 and out. Maybe 1 first down, but you just get so many possessions.
High end over end out to the 8-yard line. He has a hard time handling it now. He's going to have a face full. And Corbin Thackeray smokes him in the chest, and I believe that's Xander Jones that comes up with a hit to finish him off. Corbin Thackeray hit him a ton.
Yeah, I think they had the JV kickoff team out there other than Odell kicking it.
It looked like it, but.
And good job there.
On a good kick, so he ends up catching that ball, kind of dropped it at the 8-yard line, and he gets a 4-yard return. That's good coverage.
And it's been that way all night. And, hey, credit Odell on that. A lot of that's got to do with him kicking it high and deep.
That one was in the air a bunch.
Gives us a chance to run underneath that thing.
All right, defense got to put together another stop. Double wing T for Brookbank. He gives to the tailback, and it's going to be met at the line of scrimmage, tackled for short gain of 2, being up 2nd and 8. Brad Krieger comes off the bottom of the pile.
Brad Krieger, Cohen Thackeray, Owen Wiseman, Jake Kinker, Cohen Thackeray in for our quarterback, Carson Palmer now. Give him a little break. No sense taking a chance on getting that young man hurt.
Going out here playing this near side end.
Doing a good job, too.
Shifting around on the line. Nothing doing over that side either, and he's going to be stuffed for a loss again. Forward progress may have got him back to the line of scrimmage. That was Lewis. Now it's going to be a 3rd and 8. Defensive line has played remarkably well tonight.
Clock just keeps ticking. 7 minutes and 45 seconds to go left. To go left. Extra words.
Yeah,
mudded that up a little bit.
Sound like Yoda.
There's meaning in there somewhere. There's an end around. He cuts
Freeze
it up.
over that left-hand side. Coming from his wingback position.
Good
brings
job
up
there.
4th and 3.
Caney comes up and makes that tackle, him and Thackeray. They're going to have to punt the football.
Did Thackeray get in on that all clear from the other side, or is he on that side? Caney did a really nice job knifing in.
I believe it was Thackeray and Caney on that.
Hocus pocus on the punt here again.
I don't think they're going to run it down here. Well, it is only 3 yards. But he fumbled
Now
it.
he's going to have to run it, or we're going to block it. And that is not going to be good. Get away.
Get away.
40-yard line, dribbles down to the 46.
Easy there, Reedy.
47.
Easy.
Whoa,
Big Daddy.
Whoa, buddy.
Come on.
He wanted to. Not a very good
There
punt.
comes the JV squad. North Decatur going to run the JV kids on here tonight. And good for them. I tell you what, they've played in every game, haven't they? I think everybody's going to let her.
They might let her. All right. Morse is going to trot on. We'll get these guys some notoriety here.
Tyler Stevens going to be out here at tackle.
Nolan Burkhart at fullback. Corbin Thackeray at tail. Morris at quarterback. Xander Jones out here split to the left. And
Camden McKinney on the far side.
Camden McKinney far side. Morris gives to Thackeray. Thackeray over the right-hand side. Turning his legs. He picks up 3 on first down. Strong running.
Who else you got out there? 62. Who's 62, Matt?
62 is Trenton Larison.
Trenton Larison out there. Who plays center on this JV squad?
Shane Powell.
Shane Powell out there. Probably Connor Larison on the opposite side.
This time they put Burkhart and McKinney over on the right-hand side. The pitch is to Corbin Thackeray over the right-hand side. They're going to follow him, and he's got a hit of steam. He's down to the 30-yard line, but he picks up a solid 15. Boy, he come out of there like a shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, he likes that pitch play. He can really hammer down the line on that.
Future looks bright in the backfield.
Here comes the Chargers. 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go as Morris gets the play from Coach McKinney here from the sideline. Going to run it back on. The Charger JV beat Tri this week too, 12-0.
Morris under center. Back to Thackeray. Thackeray had a little pressure in the backfield, unblocked end on that far side. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
We run a few more kids on, 65 and 71.
65 is Josiah Heuga, and 71 Carter Gray.
Off comes Tyler Stevenson and Nolan Barber. So getting everybody in a little action here tonight.
Give him a taste. .348 to go in this one. Junior high getting some on-field action. They're going to bring some extra pressure here. Thackeray shakes the initial penetration, picks up a nice hard 3 yards up the middle. Going to bring up 3rd down now.
Coach Stern talking to Coach McKinney down there. Coach McKinney is the JV coach, assistant coach on the varsity and head JV coach there, and he's calling the plays right now for his guys out there. Doing a really nice job, too.
3rd and 6 ahead of the guys here. 26-yard line of the Raiders. Morris has got Xander Jones and McKinney split to his left. He's got Corbin Thackeray back behind him. The pitch is to Thackeray. Thackeray's going to go around the left-hand side. And a full head of steam. He's across the 25-yard line down to the 23 and going to be short of the 1st down.
Shenandoah kind of seen the speed that Thackeray's got there, and now we're going to try a field goal. Look at this.
All right. Let's go. Aiden Odell. He's at the block is going to be at the 31. This is a 41-yard attempt. 40-yard attempt.
As he's lining it up.
He's on the left hash.
That should be good.
Good snap. Good hold. Drops his foot into it. They have the distance. It's short.
I think it's right.
It's short.
Just to the right.
No good. He hangs his head. He wanted that one. That's a 40-yarder, though. He's hit from deeper in practice, so he's got the confidence to do it.
I think the distance was there.
Was it?
Yeah, I think the distance was there. I think he just pushed it a little right.
Well, I'm sure his ears were ringing when he stepped on the field, the blood rushing through his head. But
you know what? They got to just continue to give him situations like that and chances like that. And kid's got the leg. He just gets a little confidence, and he's going to be right with it.
He's kicking with confidence everywhere else tonight. I mean, his PATs have been solid. His kickoffs have been fantastic. Keep working on it. That's going to be something as games get tight here at the end of the season, you could lean on that. I don't know the last time. Have we ever called a 40-yard field goal attempt in your and I's day?
No.
In the Chris Caney era?
No. I don't think, no. We've had I don't know if we've ever had a made one. Still haven't. We're 0 for.
We're 0 for. It's coming. I'm telling you, that kid's going to get
Maybe it's the guys up here. I don't know.
56 seconds left in this game, and it looks pretty probable that North Decatur is going to execute their 4th shutout in a row, Chris, and that's something that is not easy to do whatsoever.
No, it's not. Almost putting up a lot of points on the board here. Probably the last play of the game. Going to run a sweep here to the outside.
Knifing in there. Who in the heck was that? That was number Evan Howell.
That was Muckerhide.
Caden Muckerhide came in to seal that one off. Evan Howell was there as well. Somebody got hammered on the sideline. Okay, that's a Shenandoah player. I thought it was a coaching staff member.
That's our athletic trainer out there.
Yep.
I think everybody's going to be okay.
It looks like he's under his own power. That's louder walking off the field.
I think turn the clock on, let this thing go away. I think they're already lined up.
The injury, though, will stop that clock even in the mercy rule with a 35-0 lead. North Decatur, Chris, has posted 176 points to nothing in 4 games.
Well, now, what's this ref going to do? Why don't you just tell him to turn the clock on? Whoa, the whistle. There we go.
He winds it, and that's going to be it. The box is already leaving the field. And the Chargers celebrate another win. They go to 4-0. They've got Lapel awaiting next week. We're going to take a quick break and come back with some stats and close this thing out. Another Charger win.
Hello, this is Ty Fleetwood, sales manager at Fleetwood Chevrolet Buick, located at 950 North Michigan, Greensburg, Indiana. I want to invite you to visit us at Fleetwood Chevrolet Buick. We are here to help you with all your new or pre-owned purchases as well as all your service and parts needs. We have Greensburg's only drive-in service lane and home of the free oil changes for life with the purchase of a new vehicle. That's right, it's free with Fleetwood. Stop in from sales to service to parts to see what's new and give us an opportunity to earn your business. As always, thank you for shopping at Fleetwood Chevrolet Buick, 950 North Michigan, Greensburg, Indiana.
Back at Ed Kalin Field as the celebration ensues, and a fired-up Charger football team that now moves to 4-0 just brought down Shenandoah Raiders 36-0, and a convincing. Well, they had
2 interceptions, something like that. So
they had the ball in the air 11 times.
11 times.
6 for 11.
Yeah, and 3 interceptions, right?
Yep. 2
to Evans and 1 to. So if you're going to throw the ball 11 times, you're going to get it picked off 33% of the time.
Yeah. Hey, so next week. LaPel, another tough contest. So they had a dogfight against Indy Lutheran. Indy Lutheran, undoubtedly, maybe the best team in Class A football, but they handled LaPel 52-14 here this evening. So LaPel's going to be hungry to rebound off of that one, but they just got slobber-knockered by a good Saints football team, and this is a stretch here. You come off of Monroe Central, you've got Shenandoah and LaPel, just Eastern Hancock prior to that, so it's bang, bang, bang. And this
4
is
quality teams right in a row.
Meat of the schedule, and you've got to come out. It's going to be a tough one on the road at LaPel next week. So
this will be our 3rd time playing LaPel.
I don't know that statistic.
Yeah, and we've not beat them, so. That's going to be a tough contest. We got to go up there and play them. It's not easy to play up there on their home field. So, and now you're getting into the time of year where you get into youth night, and you get into homecoming, and you get into this, and you get into that, and the crowds get bigger. The temperature's going down. It feels like football out there, and again, it's going to be a tough contest. And other than the first game of the year where you don't really know how it's going to go one way or the other. These last 3 games have been against quality opponents, and North Decatur's come out and played really well.
Yeah, they have, and you can tell the football family's in strong force here as they gather on the rope downstairs. And, Chris, it was another fun night, electric atmosphere here at Ed Kalin, and North Decatur's on top, 36-0. Go to 4-0. We travel to LaPel next week. We'll hope you join us. For now, on behalf of Chris Caney, I'm Matt Morris. We're going to sign off here. Thanks for listening and watching. Good night, everybody.